Tourette's doesn't go away. It's wired in you. There is no cure for it. It doesn't even get better. I am running my employees when they make a bad statement, so it doesn't get any better. And I want to say this to the clones. I want to give them some encouragement today, Jim, and say this. Don't quit practicing. Always practice. And, Jim, you're crying out for them. Make the call, clones, because we learn more from our failures than we do our successes. And I got to say this. Some of you have been in the classroom a long time. It's time to graduate. Get up. Make the call. 22 years, get off the couch and make the call and make the jungle better. This is what it is to be a clone. So get up, Jim. I thank you for this time. I thank you for allowing me back into the jungle. And I will gather my family up, and we will continue to wait for the smack-off this year. War, Lady Clones. War, the Sooners. I'm out.
Rack him. Marty and Norman,
Rack
you see? He said the first call was amazing. The second call was absolutely devastating, and he had to get back up in here. He's good. He's good. He's back. Marty and Norman, but he did update you on the condition. There is no cure for jungle Tourette's. Save money on your next oil change with O'Reilly Auto Parts. Get a $10 gift card after rebate when you buy 5 quarts of Mobil 1. Full synthetic oil for just $35.95. Stop by your local O'Reilly Auto Parts store. My thanks to Hall of Famer Andre Reed, Tom Curran, NBC Sports Boston Patriots, or NBC Sports Boston Patriots Insider. There it is. The XR4TI and you clones. See you tomorrow. Let's finish strong. We're out. Is your vehicle stopping like it should? Do your brakes squeal, shake, or grind? Save with summer brake deals at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Right now, get 15% off a set of Brake Best Select, Select Pro, or Import Direct brake pads and 2 rotors. Restore original braking with unrivaled performance and ultra-quiet stops. And save when you shop summer brake deals right now at your local O'Reilly Auto Parts store or O'ReillyAuto.com. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
She posted about us just now.
Celebrities can't get enough of Bianna's bespoke skincare line.
She has 147 million followers. How do we monetize?
She needs a social media associate to help her with the hype.
We should repost this. Do we need a hashtag?
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, Pirate fans, start your game days with us right here on Pirate Radio as the Bud Light pregame tailgate returns for another season. Shirley Rhodes and the Pirate Radio team will join me as we'll hear from the ECU coaches and players, Brian Bailey, Brian North, Patrick Mason, Holden Ahlers, Caden Norman, Greg Hudson, Jeff Nadu, David Glenn, and so many more as we take you up to kickoff with 4 hours of pregame coverage for every ECU football game. Your game day isn't complete without the Bud Light pregame tailgate, debuting Saturday, August 31st at 2 o'clock, right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in the NC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kid Scene.
Y'all come get bucked up.
This is Trey Hayes with Advanced Moving and Storage. Advanced Moving and Storage is here to help you have the best move ever. Advanced Moving and Storage is dedicated to making sure you get everything you need on your next move, no matter how large or small, whether you're local, in-state, or out-of-state. Our courteous and experienced personnel is ready to help. Call Advanced Moving and Storage today at 252-321-3200. If you want to remove stress from your next move, use the moving company the Pirates use. Advanced Moving and Storage.
This is your What's New update brought to you by the new Greenville Auto World. What's new? The new Greenville Auto World has new owners, a state-of-the-art service repair facility that can help you with tires, state inspection, AC repair, and more. Greenville Auto World can work on any type of vehicle and offers great monthly oil change specials. What's new? You making a service appointment now by calling 364-8730. For award-winning service, trust Greenville Auto World, Highway 43 across from the Speedway at Bells Fork. Pirates supporting pirates.
This is Martin Truex Jr., and as a NASCAR Cup Series champion, I love one-stop shopping. When I need fresh tires or fuel during a race, my pit crew takes care of everything. Off the track, I have an Auto Owners independent agent. They handle all my insurance in one place: car, home, life, and business. Get your own pit crew and find a local agency with Auto Owners Insurance.
This is Brian Smith with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, it's Caleb with Stroud's Marine. Boating season is here, and at Stroud's Marine we're stocked up with over 20,000 pre-owned parts. We've got everything you need from propellers, lower units, trim units, electrical and fuel parts, and just about anything else you need for an outboard. Speaking of outboards, we will buy your old ones. And as always, our mission is to save you money and get you back out on the water as quickly as possible. Visit StroudsMarine.com today for more information. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
Backed by popular demand, Jimmy John's invites you to get reacquainted with a couple of summertime classics. Dig into the Caesar chicken wrap with seasoned chicken, Parmesan cheese, lettuce, tomato, and Caesar dressing. Or turn up the heat with Jimmy John's Thai chicken wrap and top it off with their fabulous new fudge chocolate brownie. Don't forget Jimmy John's loyalty app with a free sandwich after your first visit. Jimmy John's in Greenville and Wilson and online at jimmyjohns.com.
If you missed Pirate Radio Live, you missed.
Talking to some of the defensive guys in the spring, they talk about how tough it is to keep up with this new fast-paced offense. How do they keep up with them today?
Well, we're not tempoing yet, You're still installing, so we probably won't tempo till early next week. But once you start moving the ball during the team setting, then that's really when the offense will be the most effective and when our defense will be tested. But, we're going to need it.
Pirate Radio Live, weekdays from 3 to 6, right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
How's everybody doing?
You already know, my guy.
I think it's pretty selfish of you to ask me that question, to be honest with you.
Hey, you ought to see me in the summertime. Drop that, baby. Let's see it.
Yeah, I missed the lunch meeting today.
I love Food Line's magazine section, and I love using the bathroom and clogging it up.
That's nuts. I smash anybody's grandma.
At the Burlington... I have no idea what the just happened.
Tell you what, I'm a turtle saver.
I don't like cocky Clip.
Where is Clip? Clip, what's up, dude?
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a rainy, windy Thursday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Rock here inside the Pirate Radio studios, coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930 online, PR927FM.com. We got Olympics on one TV, weather on the other, as we follow what's going on in the world of sports and weather, with Debbie rolling through North Carolina. A lot of rain, a lot of wind, a lot of warnings. We'll keep you up to date on that as we also talk sports for the next 3 hours here on Pirate Radio Live. Looking forward to more ECU football, as we'll have the ability to talk to Coach Mike Houston following Saturday's scrimmage, as hopefully the weather will be out of here and we'll be good to go for some Pirate football as we get closer to the start of the 2024 season. We are available on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington, 1250, 930 online, PR927FM.com. And come join us on Facebook, as the chat gang already hollering out here on a Thursday. That is good to see. Glad to have you. Glad to have the folks listening on the radio. Glad to have you folks a day late or so listening on our podcast. We appreciate any way you consume Pirate Radio. And we got a lot going on, including a new edition of the Holton Ahlers Show. Ahlers on Ahlers. Morgan Ahlers, Holton Ahlers guest today. Got a cut of that. We'll run that if we have time. And mostly if I remember, because my mind is jumbled and sometimes I forget to get to things. So help me remember to play that cut on today's show as we have guests on today's program, including Jeff Nadu in hour number 1. We have previewed a lot of conferences so far throughout the summer, including the American, the ACC, the Big 12, the Big 10. Today, we will talk some SEC football. I mean, top to bottom, a tremendous conference. Where do you draw the line? Who is, a playoff contender? Who is on the outside looking in? We'll go through it with Jeff. Also, if you look at the Heisman race, most of the names at the top are SEC quarterbacks. So who would Jeff put his money on when it comes to the 2024 Heisman Trophy? We'll talk SEC. We'll talk about the big-time non-conference matchups involving SEC teams early in the season. So we'll get to all that with Nadu. We got the return of Zach Kaplan coming up, 4 o'clock. As Zach will join us. Good to see Zach out at Monday Night Trivia at the Buck on Monday night. He was on Sean's team as they had a good time. So we'll talk to Zach Kaplan, area sports, East Carolina athletics, NFL. Hey, it's game day. Panthers play tonight. We'll see how fired up Sean is to see his Panther squad on the field as Sean is here. Shirley is here. Hour 3. Greg Hudson will be here. Coach Hood will join us in the Pirate Radio studio. So we'll have a fun one for you from 3 to 6. We'll check in with the chat gang real quick. Steve is in with Clippo. Steve also says, "Go Gator."
Go Gator.
Burgley. Burgley. Jamie says, "Hey now, the return of Zach Kaplan, I see." Yes, Zach has at least one fan out there in Jamie. That is good to see. PJ says, "Hey, yo, what's up, PRL gang?" Hello to you, PJ. Derek says, "Hurricane edition." That's right, we are here. Weird night. How many times did you guys wake up at all? Like during the night with all the warnings, with all the wind? Shirley says no.
Try 3 different times.
Yeah, I did as well.
3 different times that my phone went off let me know that there was a tornado warning and that I should get to the lowest part of my home, my building. And it's funny because I live upstairs. My room is upstairs.
So did you go downstairs?
No. And it's funny because that first one, I looked and I read it and I was like, nah. And then I went back to sleep and I woke up again and I read it and I was like, went back to sleep. That third time I read it and I was like, should I go downstairs and sleep on the couch?
Yeah.
And I said, nah.
Nah? Okay.
Slept through the whole thing. Never heard my phone go off, not once.
Not a one. We had at least, 2 to 3 different warnings, I want to say. Because I'm like you, Chandler. I woke up a few times as well.
And that wind was howling and the rain.
Yeah.
I talked to my mom earlier today. She was like, were you able to go back to sleep? I was like, yes. Because that rain sounded so good on the rooftop.
Yeah. Alex says, "Love from the Long Snappers." A-Harp, what's up, buddy?
What's up, A-Harp?
We miss you around here. But understand that you are working hard and trying to get it done on the football field. But miss seeing old Alex around here.
Yeah. And I can't wait for the regular season to come along. Hopefully he says what he's going to do, and that's come in on Mondays and give us a little recap of what happened over the weekend for ECU football.
He has also said that if he gets a tackle, he will do the Jeff Hardy dance. So we're holding him to that. Man, Chandler, do you know how fired up we'd be if we see a beautiful, just a seed delivered from Alex Harper to Luke Larson, punt down the field, return man dodges a man or two, and then A-Harp comes in and cleans up while the 50,000 are wearing Harper Schnappa shirts in the stands, and he is doing the Jeff Hardy dance, and then the crowd starts doing the dance. What a moment.
I need him to know that.
Hey, what's wrong with your mic?
Hello?
Hey, there you are.
And I need him to know that I will be up in the Town Bank Tower this year, so I need him to point up. I don't care if you know where I'm at. Just know I'm up there and point up there and then do the dance. And I'll get up and I'll even do the dance in the press box.
All right. A-Harp, there are your instructions. Chef Curry for 3. Oh, my goodness. Steph Curry just did an Olympics shoot the 3, turn around, and look at his teammates while the ball's in the air.
Did he make it?
Yeah, of course he made it. He's already hit a few here. 15-13. Joker on the court for Serbia, as right now USA has an early 2-point lead.
I guess we're a little ahead of you, but Serbia just hit a 3 to go up by 1.
Yeah, that TV in Studio B is ahead of Studio A, as Serbia did indeed take a 1-point lead. 5:46 left to go in the first quarter.
You mentioned it earlier.
Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by the Buck.
The Buck. Panthers game day. 2024 Panther season underway tonight against Zach Kaplan's Patriots.
Well, I mean, it's just preseason.
And, I mean, we're going to see the debut of Drake May, who grew up a Panthers fan. And we are hearing that he has not been that good and that Joe Milton has been stealing the show for the Patriots.
Huh.
Throwing balls into a net and then doing a backflip, the crowd goes wild.
The Patriots are one team, well, judging by their offense last year, none of them are fun, but nothing about the Patriots is fun, but they are an interesting team because they have a quarterback battle. Or is it a battle? They have new
you
quarterbacks
would think it wasn't,
and young quarterbacks.
But they drafted 2 quarterbacks in Drake May and Joe Milton.
But, like, for the Panthers, they know that Bryce Young's the starter.
Yeah. And the question is does he play tonight? Does he play all preseason? Can't remember who it was that told me, but they said that they either read or heard that he was not going to play at all the whole preseason. So, I don't know. We'll see. And if it's not Bryce Young, it's going to be, I guess, Andy Dalton for maybe a quarter and a half, and then whoever is our third string quarterback.
All right. Austin says, wow, no love for the YouTube gang. He was referring to me early in the show where I clearly led off with Chat Gang, which is the YouTube gang, which you are a part of, Austin. What happened, Austin? You gave Shirley, I almost called her Curly. You gave Shirley a tremendous compliment.
Are we about to, like, toss the basketball around? Are we the Harlem Globetrotters?
I'm glad you thought of Curly Neal rather than Curly from Three Stooges.
And that's where my mind went.
Mine, too. You gave Shirley a tremendous compliment earlier this week. I thought we were on good terms with Austin, and then he just goes negative. So, Austin, let's pick it up a little bit. Jamie says, kick ass, A-Harp. Russ says, let's rage.
Russ loves to rage.
Russ also said,
Raging Russ.
I want me some glory hole.
I want me some glory hole.
Ahí estaba, en el centro, hoyo de gloria.
Oh, speaking of Joey, he's in the chat.
He says hello from Fayetteville.
All right, so he's back home. He's not in Delaware, New Hampshire, wherever the hell he was. So he's close to us. He's back in his homeland, and he says, keep pounding, baby. Let's go, Joey. Let's go. This is our year.
This is our year.
Let's go. Now I'm starting to sound like a Cowboys fan.
This is our year, says Panthers fan Chandler Honeycutt. Steve says, what does Cliff Godwin think about this weather? Do we have that on file? We may.
I don't care about the weather. I can't control the weather. Don't want to talk about the weather.
All right. Fair enough. Russ says, shocker, a UNC quarterback not being good. So Sam Howell was okay. He was really good for a little while.
There was one time where I looked at you and I was like, have y'all found y'all's quarterback? Because he threw like a dime to Terry McLaurin against the Eagles or something. I can't remember.
Well, early in the year, he led the league in like yards or touchdowns or something. So I was being fake optimistic and touting him, and yeah, came back down to earth. Mitchell Trubisky, not good.
No.
Yeah, North Carolina.
And does that trend continue with Drake May?
It's too early to say that. Way too early.
Way too early because we haven't seen him yet in live action. We will tonight, though, in New England against the Panthers.
Joey says Canales said Bryce Young wasn't playing at all. Or he says he wasn't playing at all. Is that referring to Bryce Young? Mm-hmm. That sucks. And I don't really like that if I'm a Panthers fan. But
I really don't like it because he didn't do good enough to be like, all right, you're sitting this one out.
Yeah.
But you also don't want, if you know he's your QB1, I guess you don't want to.
But with a
throw
new
him out
offense, wouldn't you want to? Look at me. Now I'm being what Morgan Ayler's talked about today on the Holton Ayler show with fifth quarter callers. I'm acting like I know more than Dave Canales, which is a dumb thing to do. I wanted to talk about this with Tony. I sent it to Tony on Friday, but I'll bring it up with you right now. They were doing win total Wednesdays on Pig Central yesterday, Chon, and somebody had the Panthers under. And
what was the line?
Like
4.5,
5.5 or something. Like, how does a team that won 2 go to 6? I don't like it. And then there were people in the room who, hey, let's hear both sides of this. Like the signing of Deontay Johnson. They love bringing in the quarterback whisperer. Dave Canales has a track record of, a lot of people wrote Geno Smith, and he didn't write back.
He didn't write back.
And for good reason, because he was great a couple years ago, and Dave Canales was coaching him. Also, Baker Mayfield last year. So he's got a nice track record of coaching up QBs. So just to play both sides of it, if you want to be glass half empty or glass half full, there are reasons to find both there.
There's a good reason for you to maybe see an improvement of your quarterback because, like you said, Geno Smith in Seattle, he kind of revived his career.
Yeah.
And then Baker Mayfield, obviously, with a great year last year, taking the Bucs to the playoffs, which wasn't hard because the South stinks. But the only thing you are worried about is that can he improve a team? He can improve Bryce Young at quarterback, but can he improve a whole team because he is the head coach of the Carolina Panthers? He's not just the quarterback's coach. He is the head coach of the Carolina Panthers. This is going to be his first shot at being a head coach after only one season of being an offensive coordinator. So when it comes to being improved at quarterback with Bryce Young, I'm feeling pretty good. But how good can the Carolina Panthers be overall and get back to their winning ways? I'm kind of worried about that because you do have a guy with very little no experience, especially at the head coaching position in Dave Canales.
Do you worry? Last year, the offense was so bad, you didn't have to worry much about the defense. But Washington took like half the defensive players. They took 2.
Definitely took 2 of our best.
And then Brian Burns is in New York now. So, have you even thought about that? I mean, I know you're so concerned about what this offense is going to be. What about defensively?
Well, it's kind of like this, and it's like a lot like East Carolina. You make a change offensively with scheme and coaching, but you're able to take and keep Ejiro Evero as your defensive coordinator. So that makes you feel really good because you're able to stay just like East Carolina. You keep Blake Harrell, you keep Siobhan Revel. And then you still have J.C. Horn, who has had some injury problems in the league.
Yeah, how many games has he even played?
Shaq Thompson's a veteran at linebacker. You sign a veteran in Jadeveon Clowney, who's had a really good camp and still is showing that he can play in this league and can create some rush off the edge. So I'm feeling pretty good that we have kept that defensive coordinator who just a couple of years ago was being sought after as a head coach in this league. So with keeping Evero as the defensive coordinator, I feel really good when it's in his hands. So defensively, I feel all right. But there is a lot of key missing pieces with Jeremy Chin, who I really loved on that defense, and also Frankie Louvo, who ended up being a fan favorite in Charlotte. But a guy that I mentioned up front, it all starts up front, and Derek Brown is right there in the middle for this Evero defense. So I feel fine with the defense. It's going to be that offense that I'm going to be looking after tonight.
So when did we go to the 17-game schedule? Was that 2022? Have we done 2 years of 17 games? I think that's right.
That sounds about right.
And then maybe 16 and 21. J.C. Horn was drafted in 2021. If I am right, 16 plus 17 plus 17 is 50. 50 potential games in the regular season. How many games has Horn played in his Panthers career? Has he played in half? Did he get to 25? Is it less than that? What is it, John?
I think it's way less. Do you have the number?
I do.
Is it like 12?
No, it's 22, which is more than you thought, but not a lot.
I was thinking it was way less than 22
for a big-time draft pick.
Because it seems
he
like
played in 13 in 2022, 3-21. Last season, 6.
Yeah, and it's not been like the same injury. It's been like a hamstring. It's been a foot. He broke his foot a couple years ago. I think there was a wrist injury he's had. So it's not like there's this body part that's bothering him. He's getting injured in different places. So, and if he stays healthy, and you hear this all the time with players like that get hurt all the time.
Right.
If he could stay healthy, he's going to be great. But I really think so because seeing his tape, seeing what he's been doing in camp, seeing what he has done when he's healthy in the past is pretty special. So, just got to keep that guy healthy. Got to keep everybody healthy.
Kenny says, great interview today with Morgan on the Holton Ahlers show. I agree, and we'll hear some of that momentarily. Just another great edition of Holton. Also, man, shout out to Brian North, who we talked to on Fridays. He unearthed some amazing Caden Norman footage.
I saw it.
Of Caden doing
the Heisman.
He was dancing, he was dribbling and shooting a basketball.
Shooting a gun?
Yes, shooting a gun.
Or maybe just aiming a gun. I don't know if he ever fired the gun.
The sign man, Caden Norman, that was awesome video, and Pirate Radio did retweet that if you want to see it. We got more Jameis audio.
I'm so glad I found this today. As soon as I saw it, I didn't even know what he said. I ended up watching
What
it.
did he say?
I don't know.
He just said
some things. No, but as soon as I saw him at the podium, I just went ahead and sent it to you and Shirley.
Without even listening to it?
And then I watched it.
Wow. That's
Because you know, as soon as you see Jameis Winston, you know you're going to get some good soundbite.
The most unintentionally funny guy in sports. We've played the hits, the 1, 2, 3 into the 4. We've played the what did the trainer say? He just said, be prepared.
He just said, be prepared. There was also pain everywhere.
There was also that time he was at Florida State and he stood up on that table and yelled some stuff.
Yeah.
That got him in trouble. Shirley, what is the latest with Jameis? He's at the podium today talking to Browns reporters.
I think that's one of the things that a lot of people forget. When you can go out, you can see practice, you can knick-knack, this, that, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. Deshaun Watson is going to turn it on. He always going to find a way to shine when the lights come on. Man, I just rhymed. Can I leave off that one? I know that one going to hit.
Shirley, I feel like Shirley's anti-Jameis.
Really?
But Shirley's right. He just opens his mouth and stuff begins to spew out. But Shirley, you can't deny that stuff spewing out doesn't turn into a work of art. Unintentionally. He doesn't do it on purpose.
You could definitely tell it's not intentional. That is just so...
It's like one of those paintings where they're just kind of throwing paint on...
And then it's like $100,000.
Exactly.
Well, it's like that old saying that, what is that saying?
Hey, very good, Shirley. Hit Jameis again. He had 3 rhymes there, and he didn't mean for one of them to happen. It's crazy.
I think that's one of the things that a lot of people forget. When you can go out, you can see practice, you can knick-knack, this, that, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. Deshaun Watson is going to turn it on. He always going to find a way to shine when the lights come on.
Right, he used the same word.
Can I leave off that one? I know that one going to hit.
So, no, it was bone.
And then he said, turn it on.
On.
And then when the lights come on.
On. He did rhyme on with on. Hey, I'm not taking anything away from him. That was great.
That was hilarious.
When he started down that knick-knack paddywhack track.
Give a dog a bone.
For him to get back on and hit a rhyme is very impressive.
I still don't know what he was talking about. I have no idea what he was talking about. I don't think anybody does.
Shouldn't he have said Deshaun Watson is coming home? Well, maybe, Jamie. Perhaps. Kenny says, sorry, Chandler, a 5'5" quarterback will not be successful. Do you have a comment on that?
I don't know. What about his 6'3" quarterback?
Okay.
I know he's made it to the playoffs and stuff, but what's he done? I don't even know if he's 6'3", but.
Joey says, if the Panthers can win 4 or 5 games, I'm happy. That's pretty sad to type out, but it's the truth. Yeah, that is pretty sad. Joe, you got any dumb bets you want to make this year with me? Because I will take them. Give me them bets. You want to do a Jane?
What was his last year? Sam Howell versus Bryce Young?
Yeah.
Total yards.
And he spotted me like 2,000 yards or something crazy. Hey, Joey, let's do some Jaden Daniels versus Bryce Young. Let's go. I'm ready whenever you are. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. When we return, Steve Hill is here. I don't think he'll be on the show, but he is here. What's up, Steve? Jeff Nadu will be on the show. We'll talk some SEC football when we return. Pirate Radio Live on a Thursday. Back with you after this.
Pirate Water Wicked Tea is here. Set sail for the next Pirate Water adventure. Barstool's best drink is back with delicious Wicked Tea. A strong, smooth, uncarbonated brew flavor with hints of lemon. It's the toughest tea to take on the high seas. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find the new Pirate Water Wicked Tea in a location near you.
We're going plankton!
21 and older, please drink responsibly.
Come experience Greenville's newest theater, Golden Ticket Cinemas, located on Greenville Boulevard near Cracker Barrel. With stadium seating and reserved luxury recliners, you can enjoy the movie along with great concessions such as L House sliders, delicious wings, pizza, and hot dogs. And they even have milkshakes. You can always find great deals at Golden Ticket Cinemas, such as $5.50 Ticket Tuesdays and free family movies at 11 a.m. on Saturdays and Sundays. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show in style with luxurious amenities and top-notch service at Golden Ticket Cinemas.
Hey Pirate Nation, be sure to have the best and comfortable shoes with a stop at Fleet Feet. This is ECU alum Chris Lunyon, owner of Fleet Feet of Greenville, and we provide solutions through one-on-one service to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Come visit us at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet, we run for you.
Hi, I'm Walker Allen Volova, and I'm with CopyPro. CopyPro has been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for over 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology. Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total satisfaction is our #1 priority. We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net. CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
Saturdays are your day to kick back, relax, and have fun. That's why Atavola Market Cafe is the perfect place to go for dinner, drinks, and takeout. Atavola is open every Saturday at 4 p.m. on the bar side, serving a special selection of menu favorites of appetizers, pastas, and specialty pizzas. Whether it's dine-in, takeout, or drinks with friends, Atavola is the best choice every Saturday starting at 4 o'clock. Visit AtavolaMarket.com to see what's new, and visit Atavola on Red Banks Road every Saturday starting at 4. Atavola, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Parker Bird, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear was super easy to work with when I needed my custom shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit University Sportswear, ENC.com for contact information. Go Pirates.
I'm Donald Stocks, owner of PIP Marketing Signs Print. We are your one-stop shop for just about anything printed. If we're not your go-to printer, please give us a call at 355-1636. We have over 80 5-star Google reviews and want you to be our next more than satisfied and well-pleased customer. Check us out at growitpip.com or stop in to see us at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville. PIP, where business goes to grow.
Sound is measured in decibels. A siren, 134. A jet engine, 140. Dowdy Ficklin Stadium when the Pirates score, 146. The best, the most extensive game day coverage of Pirate football returns Saturday, August 31st to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
This is Amanda Houston, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. Go Pirates!
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street's famous weekday lunch specials are only $7.99. Stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks on the patio. Join Down on Main every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 p.m. to close. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Russ, I didn't know the context of this, but he says also the man didn't realize he was suspended. Is he talking about when Jameis went on the Florida State
And
grass?
I think he knew he was suspended, but I think he was trying to pull a fast one.
Or just be like, I know I'm not playing, but I'm going to get my reps in. I'm
just going to at least warm up.
We have talked about that with Coach Hud. Was Hud there then?
I don't think so, because I think that was the year they won the national championship. And I talked to Hud the other day when he was in here, and he said that was the year after he left.
We will we'll see if we can get a good Jameis story from Coach Hud in hour number 3. All right, right now we will talk some college football. Head out to the Pirate Radio Live line as Jeff Nadu joins us to get you ready for the season. Nadu, appreciate your time. How you doing, man?
Great. How are you, Clip?
Doing good, man. Got a couple football games on tonight, some NFL preseason, and, of course, college practice is rolling across the country. We'll have an East Carolina scrimmage we'll be covering on Saturday. So more and more signs that we're getting closer to kicking off the 2024 season. Nadu and I have been breaking down some conferences, and he's been giving us some good insight on what to expect this upcoming season. Today, we talk about the big boys from the SEC. And, Jeff, I guess we'll start with the new, and that would be Texas and Oklahoma coming into the SEC. What do you think about those moves? Texas, picked high in that SEC. Oklahoma, kind of top middle of the SEC. So what do you think about the Longhorns and Sooners joining the conference?
Well, I think outside of, Georgia, I think Texas is the best team in the SEC, which I'm not telling anybody they didn't know that. I mean, they're a good football team. They won 12 games last year, went to the college football playoff, and now with an expanded one, look, they're not going to not make the playoff. The offense is as good as it gets. The defensive line, secondary is as good as it gets. They're not going to have any issues. That said, Oklahoma, I think, probably a fringe top 6 group. I don't know if you could quite put them there. They actually have to play 6 teams that are probably going to be top 25 teams. They have a new defensive coordinator, though I think it was a good hire. They're kind of a blue-collar team, more of a blue-collar team, kind of like Alabama, where they were able to retain some kids. And, look, they're going to be a good offense. Are they going to be, the Dylan Gabriel offense? No, but I think they'll still be quite good. But in the SEC, a lot tougher compared to the Big 12. I have them like 6 to 8, probably in that range.
Jeff, I want to go through a lot of these teams. I want to talk Bama with you, but it seems like the poster boy for the expanded playoff and the team I hear the most that a team like fill in the blank, this is going to be good for. I hear Ole Miss quite a bit. Like, yeah, maybe they wouldn't have won the SEC championship, gone to a playoff, a college football playoff when they had 4, but 12 is perfect for them. I think you could throw a lot of SEC teams in that mix, but how about Lane and Ole Miss? Do you think we'll see them in the 12-team playoff this year?
Yeah, I think obviously you would think so. I mean, they bring back 14 starters. Lane Train was out there in the transfer portal, had one of the better transfer portals off seasons than anybody had. I think the improvement on defense has been good as well. I mean, you didn't see a massive amount of progress, but they got better. They went out and really helped themselves in the secondary and at the linebacker position up front. And look, they're going to move the ball. We know that's what Lane does. Jackson Dart's one of the best quarterbacks in the country. They retooled on offense. Though losing Quinshaw and Judkins hurts, they still have a wealth of talent up there. I would actually look, can I put them above Texas and Georgia? No, but it wouldn't surprise me either. I mean, they have plenty of talent here. And the improvement on defense is big as well.
Yeah, and I guess one of the keys is you want to take care of non-conference if you're one of these SEC teams trying to make it to the playoff, because you're going to lose a game or two in the SEC, you would think. And for Ole Miss, it's Furman, Middle Tennessee, Wake Forest, Georgia Southern. They will cruise into conference play at 4-0. Another team, Jeff, that again, I'm still surprised. I guess I didn't follow it close enough last year. Seeing Eli Drinkwitz and Missouri at 11-2, and they again have a weak non-conference, just like the others we talked about. But where does Missouri kind of fit into this SEC? They're overlooked. They don't belong geographically. They're the newest team outside, of course, Texas and Oklahoma joining. But a really good year last year. Looking at their schedule at A&M, they go to Alabama. They get Oklahoma at home. They get Auburn at home. They avoid Georgia. They don't play Ole Miss. So kind of a favorable schedule in their corner as well.
Yeah, they were one of my favorite teams last year against the spread. They covered almost 70% of their games last year. One of the very few teams that covered 9 or more games. Just a great story. I have them at 5th. I could see them breaking into the top 4, possibly. Alabama, we got to kind of wait and see. But Brady Cook's back, and they have, to me, I think, the strongest wide receiver core in America, quite frankly. Luther Burden, Theo Weiss, and Mookie Cooper is as good as it gets. Burden might be the best player returning to this conference. They're going to score a lot of points, and that was kind of their mainstay. It was one of the reasons they covered so many times. Defense, I think, will kind of be, look, do they give up 20 points a game? Probably not, but I think if you can kind of focus into the mid-20s, 26, 27, I think they'll be fine. I like them a lot. Are they going to win 11 games and be top 8? I don't know. Probably not, but I think like 10 to 15 is probable.
Yeah, I mean, we're so many good teams, so deep this conference is, and kind of bypassed LSU and Bama, really. But I do want to ask you about Josh Heupel and Tennessee, 9-4 a year ago. Playing interesting with NC State in Charlotte this year in the non-conference. Their conference schedule is at Oklahoma. They are at Georgia. They get Florida, Alabama. They get Alabama at home. But how about Heupel? I guess I was wrong on him. I didn't think that what he did at UCF would translate to Tennessee, but it clearly has worked out, especially offensively for the Volunteers. Can they be a team that, again, puts up a ton of points and wins games this year?
Yeah, I think 2 of those 3 things they're going to do. They're going to put up a lot of points. Nico Iamlevia is really good. They've got plenty of talent there. Squirrel White's terrific. Brew McCoy's really good. The issue that I have with this team is their secondary is bad. They have a real issue both at linebacker and secondary. A couple of years ago, they were a really good over team. I think it was when I was trying to remember, before Joe Milton, the kid before. Who was that? Hendon Hooker? I think. Oh,
man. Yeah, I liked Hooker.
Yeah, like they just, they scored every game seemed to me it was like 42-35. I don't think they're not going to give up 24 points a game in SEC play. That's for sure. I think it's more towards 30. They're going to put up a lot of points. So they're a group that I have kind of penciled in as an over team. I didn't look, and I don't have it in front of me, but I'd have to say they've been one of the better over teams in the country the last couple of years. Yeah, in fact, they have been. I think they're top 25 over the last 4 or 5 years from an over perspective. So I'll probably be returning to that. LSU was very good over the number 2 recently.
All right, we kind of now get to the who's the best of the rest, Jeff. And Mike Elko, year one at Texas A&M, has had success at Duke. We'll see what he can do at College Station. Billy Napier entering a big year three with Florida. Shane Beamer entering a big year for him after going 5-7. Mark Stoops has, I feel like, done just about all he can at Kentucky. We get to Hugh Freeze and Auburn. Arkansas brings back Sam Pittman. Mississippi State has a new coach, and then Vanderbilt. So out of that group, maybe the bottom half, there's going to be some good teams in there. Who do you like the most out of them, Jeff? Again, I'll run over them real quick. A&M, Florida, South Carolina, Kentucky, Auburn, Arkansas, Mississippi State, and Vandy. Any of the teams out of that group stand out to you?
Yeah, I'll mention two. Obviously, A&M is kind of one that jumps out. Look, Mike Elko was a really good hire, and I've talked before, whether it's college football or college basketball, making the right hire is very important. Over the last 2 years at Duke, he was 16-9. Do I think they turn around and be a top 4 team? No. That said, Connor Weidman missed most of the season last year, their quarterback. I think on defense, they'll improve significantly. They only gave up 23 points a game last year in conference, which that was about 11 points better than the year before. So I think they'll make a transition. And I think in next year they could be really good. I also want to mention Auburn. I like Auburn. I like Hugh Freeze. I think on offense they'll be fine. They've got some talent there. But on defense, DJ Durkin's back, gets a couple of kids back. I think they could be a top level defense this year. I think that's where they're gonna make their hay. One other quick note. I'm seeing some things out of Florida. I've just seen some clips and things of that nature. I think time's running out for Billy Napier there. Been a little early, but I just don't see a lot of effort there. They've got some issues with some of the transfers they brought in. I got a feeling the top's going to fall out with that team like 5 or 6 games in, and they're going to have some problems there.
Jeff, I'm looking at the Heisman odds. It is obviously littered with SEC quarterbacks and Carson Beck, Quinn Ewers, Jackson Dart, Jalen Milroe, the quarterback from Tennessee, even Nussmeier from LSU filling in for Jaden Daniels, who's now with the Commanders. So when you look at Heisman odds and just strictly with the SEC, who would you like to roll with here?
Well, I played Beck last year, and I feel like I picked the wrong year. I wonder, though, what does he look like without Brock Bowers?
Yeah.
It's kind of integral to him. I would expect him to be fine. If I'm going to play someone, I would probably go Quinn Ewers. Look, they lost, a lot of players, obviously, guys like, A.D. Mitchell and Xavier Worthy, but they went out and really restocked. A couple of really good players. Matt Golden's a really good transfer to Houston. Also, I'll mention Jackson Dart just because of how good that offense could be. But I would avoid Beck and really look more towards Ewers or Dart. Ewers most likely just because I think they're a top 4 or 5 team. I would go Ewers probably.
We had this discussion the other day, Jeff, on the show about, at times it looked like Alabama was playing high school football where you just put your best athlete at quarterback and let him go to work, and that was Jalen Milroe. How much can he, improve with Kalen DeBoer? Because you think about, Milroe's not the same quarterback Penix is, but Penix was just so deadly in the passing game. Do you see Milroe taking steps forward in his passing? And, man, if he does, and you combine what he can do with his legs and running over guys, that's kind of a scary thought. What do you think about Milroe this year in Alabama?
Yeah, I think it's a wait-and-see approach. I mean, there were times where he looked really good last year, and there were times where he didn't look particularly good. Definitely played better towards the end of the season. I think my issue with them is the jury's still out with their offense as far as receiver. Jermaine Burton went to the NFL. Isaiah Bond transferred. Amari Nick Black transferred. So they have to kind of figure that out, who's next up. I will say, though, their offense running back-wise should be good. And DeBoer was able to get a bunch of kids to follow him to Alabama on the offensive line. So I'm going to guess, I think they're more a run-first team, but it ain't going to take too long there. That was a great hire. DeBoer's kind of the up-and-coming, Dan Lanning type guy in the SEC. I think they'll be just fine. They're still going to be good. Are they going to be, steamrolling everyone like they did 5 years ago? No, but they'll still be pretty good. they'll win 9 or 10 games. I think they'll, maybe 11. They'll be in the playoff, but they're not going to be what we expect. It'll take some time.
Jeff, how about some of these marquee early season games involving SEC teams? And Georgia will open up with Clemson in Atlanta. Week 2, it's Texas at Michigan. Alabama goes to Wisconsin. I don't even know if you want to include that one in there. LSU, USC. Week 1 will be playing. I believe that is the Sunday night game. So you've got these headliners here involving SEC teams. Do you like Texas A&M, Notre Dame? We can throw that out for week 1 as well. So which one are you intrigued the most there, and which one maybe is the SEC most in trouble? Again, Clemson, Georgia, Texas at Michigan, USC, LSU, A&M, Notre Dame. How about those early matchups in the season?
Yeah, I'm definitely zeroed in on Texas, Michigan, right? I mean, Texas is pound for pound the top 3 team in the country. Michigan obviously takes a step back. We don't know what exactly they are. They'll still make their hay on defense, though, and that's where it becomes really interesting. But, I'm kind of taking it week by week. But, look, I don't think Michigan's going to completely fall off. They still have talent. We'll see if Alex Orji is the next guy there. We'll see. But they'll make their hay on defense, and they'll get stops. But Texas is fun. I'm excited about this year for Sarkisian. To have Quinn Ewers and Cooper Manning or whatever his name is,
Arch, yeah,
Arch. That's his father, I believe.
Yeah,
that's impressive.
Yeah, I guess Arch is just waiting his time there, as Quinn Ewers is the guy for the Longhorns. Jeff, good stuff, man. Love talking football with you and doing these previews. How about tonight? You got some preseason action, Panthers, Patriots. I think I'm more interested in Lions, Giants because they've been fighting all week. But I don't know. Will you get involved in any preseason play this weekend?
Yeah, I mean, if this were week 1 and it was Panthers, Patriots, I would think the total's probably like 24.
Yeah.
But that said, I mean, the Patriots might get Brandon Ayuk, so maybe they'll be a bit better. Don't just assume the game will go under. I was kind of interested in the over in the Hall of Fame game, and it came in by halftime. I am excited tomorrow, though. It's nice to finally see Eagles football back, if it's just, for a little. I'm very excited about the Eagles, and I'm not trying to be a homer, but I think this is a really good team with a real chip on their shoulder after how they finished last season. I'm really excited about this roster. So, it's nice to see football back. We're real close. 2 Saturdays, Clip, until we don't have football anymore.
Yeah. Get some week 0 action. Obviously, I'm excited to see Jaden Daniels playing as he will play for the Commanders. Like, what? I mean, you know what you got in Hurts. Eagles have a really veteran team with stars. So, like, are there any preseason storylines you want to see from Philadelphia? What are you kind of looking for?
Yeah, I mean, real quick with the Eagles, there's obviously what do they look like without Jason Kelce up front?
Yeah.
He's a Hall of Famer. But Cam Jurgens is the guy who was handpicked by Kelce. He's a good kid, Nebraska kid, farm kid. I think he's firmly ready to go. I think the question also is, kind of how do they fit in some of these new corners, the Quinyon Mitchells, the Cooper DeJean, who's injured, James Bradbury, they've had at safety in training camp, kind of weird there. And I've also heard, Clip, and I'll just say it, I've heard Jalen Carter, just for some of the people down there that I know, he looks like an all pro right now. So I think you have a wealth of talent for the Eagles. They're deep at every position. I'm excited about the coordinators, pretty much everything.
I hadn't heard Jeff talk about the Eagles like that in a while because of their second half swoon last year. So nice to hear you fired up, Jeff.
Super Bowl last time I talked about that a while ago.
Nadu, great stuff, man. Appreciate you joining us. Follow him on Twitter at JeffNADU, and we'll continue. We are almost done with the previews, and we'll have the real stuff coming soon. But, man, really enjoying these chats. Thank you, Jeff.
Thanks, Clip. Talk to you soon.
There is Jeff Nadu joining us, talking football here on Pirate Radio Live. Switching gears to hoops for a moment. USA is getting boat raced by Serbia. LeBron and won and gives the too small against Bogdanovic. It is 54-42 Serbia on top of USA as they play late in the second quarter. America needs a hero. Right now, that hero is Steph Curry. He has 20 points in the first half, but clearly not enough. Serbia hitting everything from beyond the arc, and a major upset brewing in these Olympics. So we'll keep you up to date on that on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Buck.
Buck.
And have more for you when we return to wrap up hour number 1. Zach Kaplan going to join us, hour 2. HUD, hour 3. And more from the chat gang as well. Jamie says Serbia shooting 55% from 3 is nuts. Give some credit to Jokic, who is setting them up with some beautiful passes. But yeah, right now the USA down a dozen. Make it 11 as LeBron hits the free throw. And we'll keep it here for the final play of the first half. Serbia's got it with 6, 5, and counting. They will hoist up a 3 at the buzzer. It does not go. So they go to the half. USA down 11 to Serbia in Paris. More to go. Pirate Radio Live after this.
Party like a pirate Thursday, August 29th at the Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party, featuring special guest, former ECU Pirate and American Idol musician Blake Prohl. The Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party is back at the State Theater in downtown Greenville, Thursday, August 29th, presented by Carolina Eagle Distributing. Get tickets now at pr927fm.com for only $10. Arrgh.
This is Aaron Williams with New Blue Service Group. People have been asking, what's new at New Blue? And I'm always glad to tell them that we now specialize in crawl space moisture control and encapsulations, along with septic system repairs and installations. As always, we offer plumbing, electrical, and HVAC, all while redefining service excellence. So go ahead, contact us at callnewblue.com. That's callnublue.com. Go Pirates.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medi Spa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates!
If you're in the market for a swimming pool and you're located from the capital to the coast, Elite Pools can make it happen for you. They are the Carolina's premier fiberglass and concrete pool builder and renovation contractor. Every pool is built with the highest quality products and on schedule. Visit the Elite Pool showroom located across from Agri Supply in Greenville with fiberglass pools on site and a design center to simplify all of your pool selections. They also have a full service department with pool supplies and they provide expert water analysis. Call Elite Pools today at 689-6557 or visit ElitePoolsNC.com. For pools, think Elite Pools.
What's up, Pirate Nation? Kyle Gaines here at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Washington, North Carolina. Letting you know about our huge selection of pre-owned vehicles, certified vehicles, vehicles for every budget, starting at $799 and up. And don't forget, we have all your off-road accessories here with our Washington off-road packages. So bring your Jeep, Ram, or other maker model, and we will take care of your accessories for you. Also, check us out online at WashingtonCDJR.com. Remember, drive a little, save a lot. Go Pirates.
Save a load on a new John Deere compact utility tractor and loader from Quality Equipment. It's never been easier to get the best brand on the market at an unbeatable cash price or with great financing at our lowest ever monthly payment. Now is the time to get that tractor package you've been dreaming of to get your next job done right. Stop by one of our 36 locations in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia, or visit us online at QualityEquip.com.
Greenville's hometown pizzeria is Cucinella's. Cucinella's has 2 locations with great options for lunch, dinner, takeout, and they now offer catering. Dine in for lunch with a slice, salad, and a drink with a friend, or stop by after work and grab a beer or glass of wine while you wait for your to-go order. The best pizza, grinders, salads, and homemade Italian ice is at Cucinella's. Cucinella's Midtown across from Best Buy, downtown across from Sup Dogs, and on Facebook and Instagram. Cucinella's, serving handcrafted pizza since 1932. Come taste the difference.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, this is State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer right here in Greenville. We can switch your auto and home insurance so you can start saving today. My team and I are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Timothy Sawyer State Farm, it's easy to switch and save. Just give us a call, 493-0002. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Pirate Radio. Remember to always be yourself, unless you can be a pirate.
It's a pirate's life for me, savvy.
Always be a pirate. You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. University PC Care has been Pirate Nation's go-to IT expert since 2006, and they are the local tech support experts for any of your business needs. Let University PC Care take care of it so you can take care of business. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. And choose less stress when it comes to moving and choose Advanced Moving and Storage. They are locally owned and operated. You don't have to share a truck because they do exclusive shipments and they guarantee all of their delivery dates. Get a free quote today at advancedmoversnc.com or call 321-3200. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
We'll keep the football talk rolling on Friday with another Advanced Moving opponent preview. We'll talk Tulsa football with their longtime play-by-play voice, Bruce Howard, coming up Friday on Pirate Radio Live. White Sox need a manager. Pedro Grifol fired. 61-101, his record with the White Sox.
It's crazy that they haven't fired him already. It took them this long.
Or even that they chose to fire him now. Like, what's the point?
Yeah.
I don't know, to get an early beat on it. I did see Pirate Radio linked an article about, of course, Clayton McCullough, who his name pops up every time there's an opening now. As much as I want Clayton McCullough to get a managerial job, I don't know if I want it to be there. That just seems like a complete mess right now. Tony La Russa had a winning record when he managed the White Sox from 2021 to 2022. Before that, you got to go all the way back to this manager from 2004 to 2011, Chandler, former shortstop, MLB shortstop. Do you know who I'm talking about? White Sox manager.
White Sox manager.
Played shortstop in the bigs.
Ozzie Guillen?
Ozzie Guillen is correct. Right. Well done, Sean. He was 678, 617 during his time there in Chicago. So I'm on the page looking at old White Sox managers. People in the olden days had amazing names. They had a Nixie Callahan.
Oh, Nixie.
Oh, Nixie.
You should have seen Nixie play ball.
They had a guy, Pants Roland, a guy named Pants.
Pants.
P-A-N-T-S. Pants. Just a dude named Pants. They got, after Pants moved on, after some success, they hired Kid Gleason.
Oh, Kid Gleason.
A man named Kid. Eventually, they had a dude named Lena, L-E-N-A. Lena Blackburn. Lou Fonseca, great name. I love L-E-W, Lou. Of course, they had a guy named Red Corridon in 1950.
Of course, Red was there.
Red was...
Is Spanky next? Is Spanky up next?
Red was as
Spanky
common
Johnson?
as like John is today. People named Red back then. Well, who did you say? Spanky?
Yeah.
No, but they did have a guy named Eddie Stanky. Eddie Stanky in 1966 through 68.
Mr. Stanky.
So the White Sox had Nixie,
Stanky,
Kid, Pants, Stanky, Red. Man, the good old days when people had names like that. Poor White Sox fans. P. Mason, intern Jarrett. Very quick thumb through here.
Who we got? Did
we do Army? We talked about Army. You going to Army?
I am going to West Point.
I know. We talked about that, right? So does that mean we've done Army? I'm going to say we did. I'm going to do another one. The Chippewas of Central Michigan.
Antonio Brown.
Did you go there? Central Michigan. 5 oh man, their head coach. Pirate fans should know because they interviewed him for an entire quarter during one of our bowl games. Do you remember when ECU played Florida in the bowl game?
Oh, no, don't tell me. It's McClellan.
And they interviewed this coach because he was about to go to Florida.
Yes. It was McElwain.
Jim McElwain. There is a picture on the internet.
Jim McElwain's their coach?
Yes.
Wow.
Of a guy that looks like him naked on a boat with a shark. You know what I'm talking about? You don't know what I'm talking about?
I don't think so.
Google Jim McElwain shark. Okay. But no
shock. Is Jaquan McMillan going to pop up?
That is not Jaquan McMillan on that boat with a guy who looks like Jim McElwain. It's never been confirmed if it's Jim McElwain, but the first thing I think of when I hear Jim McElwain, I think about that picture.
I'll tell you what, I do remember that though, because I was in Birmingham for that game, but when we went back, we recorded the game. And I remember thinking to myself, my gosh, did they ever stop talking to this guy?
Yeah, it was so annoying. Have you put up that picture yet?
Let's see.
Jim McElwain. Are you telling me you haven't seen that before?
No, I haven't. I have now.
Show Shirley.
Oh, my God. He is butt naked on top of the shark.
On top of the shark?
We don't know if that is Jim McElwain or not. But that is a famous picture.
Oh, my.
Oh, my.
Let's just put it this way. He does not need to tell anybody if that is, in fact, Jim McElwain.
But we're not saying it is.
Yeah, we're not saying it is. But if it is, in fact, I wouldn't tell anybody.
He's shocked.
Because that dude could stand to lay off the fries, too.
Hey, Shirley, I think I've had fries one time since you said that. I am so conscious of that now when I go places.
And it was inadvertent. I didn't need to see the whole thing.
Here's the full picture.
Oh, yeah.
I did not need to see that.
That is a white butt.
I was getting ready to say that.
It's the big rock.
Oh, my. That's a whole
Shirley
lot of...
went all. Who's the guy from, was it Star Wars, Shirley, the Asian guy?
Oh, my.
Oh, my.
George Takei.
Takei. Central Michigan picks 7th in the MAC. And, folks, that is the thumb through right there. That's how we do it.
That's a whole lot of ooh in that picture. That's all I'm saying.
Jamie said, oh, my God, just saw that pic. Holy crap.
Oh, didn't Central Michigan have like a number 1, number 2 overall Luke Jokel?
Eric Fisher to the Chiefs. We'll take a break. Zach Kaplan joins us when we return. I want to hear Zach's thoughts. There's only one person I want to hear from right now about this USA men's basketball team. What's Jaylen Brown thinking watching this? He's had some cryptic tweets. I want to know what Jaylen Brown's thinking watching USA lose. More to go. Pirate Radio Live, Hour 2 after this.
This is Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts, Pitt County's go-to shop for all things golf carts. We have E-Z-Go, club car, and utility carts to choose from. Whether it's for the beach, riding around the neighborhood, or working in the yard, 360 Golf Carts has the perfect ride for you. If you have issues with your current cart, take it by my shop for an expert's diagnosis. From parts to sales to service, we have you covered. We will even deliver right to you. So come see me, Brian Harris, on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School. 360 Golf Carts, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Are you ready for some football, Pirate Nation? Bud Light is America's favorite light beer and the official beer of the ECU Pirates. When planning your fun times, be sure to pick up some Bud Light at your favorite retailer. This season, Bud Light has a new limited edition purple and gold ECU bottle on sale now. Cheers to football fun at the tailgate and in the stadium this year. And remember, always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Go Pirates!
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street's famous weekday lunch specials are only $7.99. Stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and a drink on the patio. Join Down on Main Street every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 to close. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates.
This is Talbot Green with Integrity Home Mortgage. Are you ready and pre-approved if the home you want to purchase comes for sale today? This is a very important step when trying to purchase a home in the current market. Integrity Home Mortgage offers a wide variety of loan programs. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with the superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Joanne Weir, at 531-1148.
Joanne Weir, in MLS 75974. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender in MLS 208516.
Hey Pirate Nation, it's summer sale time at Russell's in downtown Washington. I'm Rhonda Lyons and I have reduced prices on all your favorite men's and women's merchandise. Shop your favorite men's apparel at 20% off and all ladies merchandise is marked down 40%. It's our summer sale, save big and come see us now while selection is good and prices are even better. Because at Russell's, it's all about you, our pirate friends and customers in downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
There have been many changes in the automotive world. At Phelps Chevrolet, the Phelps boys are here to take care of you. Mike, Daryl, and 4 of Mr. Phelps' grandsons, Wade, West, Allen, and Clay. You see, things at Phelps remain the same. The Phelps team has served Eastern North Carolina for over 50 years. We make your visit easy and fun. We are your neighbors, and that's what neighbors do. Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville. Like Mr. Phelps' great-granddaughter says, come in and get you one.
Find new roads with Chevrolet at PhelpsChevrolet.com.
You may be ready for the first 4 quarters, but are you ready for the 5th quarter?
Justice in Charlotte.
You know, we didn't just win tonight. We dominated a very respectable FCS opponent, and to win 44-0, first shutout in 23 years, and to do it in such a tough weather environment, it makes me proud as a fan.
Join us after every 4th quarter for the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter Call-In Show, right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at AA.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. PGV, where the Pirates fly. And are you ready for some football, Pirate Nation? Bud Light is America's favorite light beer and the official beer of the ECU Pirates. When planning your fun times, be sure to pick up some Bud Light at your favorite retailer. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Thursday. Caught me on a random yawn there, Shirley. Talked about the White Sox firing their manager. I failed to mention who was stepping in, and that is Grady Sizemore, which reminded me I had to look this up. 2002, Grady Sizemore played his baseball in Kinston with the K-Tribe. He hit .343 for Kinston, 3 dingers, 20 ribbies in 47 games. So he was not there long before being called up. But Grady Sizemore, the 3-time All-Star, is now interim manager of the Pirate Radio Studios. Hello, Zach.
Hello, Clip.
How are we? The Pirate Radio Studios. Hello, Zach.
Hello, Clip.
How are we?
I'm good. We are riding out the storm.
Yeah.
Myself, everybody got it woken. Did you guys also get woken up at about 4 a.m. by the tornado warnings?
We talked about that earlier. I woke up.
I'm a mess today.
Sean woke up. Shirley slept like a baby.
Did you only wake up one time?
No, I woke up 3 times.
Oh, yeah. 3 times for me, too.
Woke up at like 4, 5, 8, and then woke back up at 10:30. Just a mess.
Yeah.
So, Zach, this is your fall? You were here last fall?
So I don't know how to count it. I started October 9th. I moved in that first weekend of October. I was here for more than half of the ECU season, so I'm calling it fall number 2. Where do you guys think?
Well, my question was going to be, I would count
It's my
that.
first August here.
I would count that.
No, this is your second fall.
But I would say this is your first hurricane season here.
Yes.
It's by October. We're about donezo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were done.
Late September.
But Zach Maskovich, some of your predecessors have been. I remember Zach being at the beach during a hurricane. Yeah, I should clarify with the Zachs. But yeah, it has been known in your industry to have all hands on deck. But this one was a little different because it kind of tailed west of us, so all we're getting is these bands. So, but have you ever covered anything other than sports at your previous stops due to weather or anything like that?
Yeah, we had my first ever TV live shot was in a blizzard, and then covered wildfires in Montana.
Wow.
And it's funny because like they'll have them here, and people will freak out when it's like a few hundred acres. And I've seen some that have been like tens of thousands of acres.
Jeez.
But it's a lot of land, it's a lot more land out there, whereas here it's a little more compact. So it's, the hurricane would be the next one on the list. And then tornadoes, I guess we had those last night. I didn't really cover them at 4 a.m. when we were all getting woken up by it. But, it's a good thing they have those warnings, because otherwise you'd wake up and, your roof is gone.
Yeah.
So that'd probably be scarier.
Yeah, I'd rather wake up due to a warning than have the alternative, like you said.
Right.
USA down 9, 6:11 left to go in the third. And all I want to hear from right now, the only person I want to hear from is Jaylen Brown, because as a Celtics fan, Zach, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like, has he actually ever said anything, or is he just cryptic? He puts out these like cryptic tweets and like one-word tweets and stuff. But Tatum goes to the Olympics, is on the Olympic team. Derek White is on the Olympics team.
Drew Holiday,
and Jaylen Brown is not.
Yeah, it's a couple of things. And the only time he's actually put out a tweet that was longer than 2 words or emojis was when he put out his now famous "The energy is about to shift" tweet. And that's become like a thing with him now, like his brand. He's got they kind of do a thing where the E in energy is a 7. No one cares. Anyway.
Because after that, the Celtics, what? When did he tweet that?
Tweeted it like middle of, I want to say middle of not this past season, but the one where they lost to the Heat in the conference finals. Okay. And their record since then that was like in the middle of the year. They had the weird coaching stuff with Udoka leaving before the season started. Yeah. Go ahead, Chen.
You talking about the energy is about to shift tweet?
Yeah.
Do you have a date? It's his pinned tweet on his Twitter.
This is like January of 21 or something, or 22?
It's January 31st, 2022.
Okay. So their record since then is pretty, because they went to the finals, then lost in the East Finals to Miami, and then obviously won it all. So as for that, his social media, I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. With this Olympic team, it's just been clear all along they're kind of in this weird spot where the younger guys are a lot better and more effective than the older guys, but they want it to be kind of a LeBron, Steph coronation, as it's probably their last Olympics, if we're being honest, and these other guys are going to have to wait. Whether that's right or wrong, I mean, they should still come away with the gold. If they don't come back here, they won't.
LeBron and Steph should be on the Olympics team.
Yeah. But so should Jaylen.
A person I don't want to hear from is Draymond Green, who tweeted a few minutes ago. Sometimes you have to scrap them rotations. Somebody responded to him saying, feel like the team needs a Draymond Green type player. No, we have the best players in the freaking world. We just need to go beat Serbia. What are we talking about? As another 3 hits. And USA is down 12. Although that TV is ahead, so they're about to be
You said it before I could. Yeah,
9 again.
The TV.
Because Steph Curry is playing out of his freaking mind right now. So earlier today on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by the Buck, France, who knocked off Canada, won again today against Germany. They will be in the final, looking to be the 3rd country ever to win in men's basketball on their home soil in the Olympics. The only other, actually the 2nd country, but it will be the 3rd time. USA has done it twice.
Did they do it in 84 in LA and then 96 in Atlanta?
That's why
this guy,
he is your sports guy, and he is on your side, Zach Kaplan. Zach, we got the Phil Steele here.
Yes.
We'll do a thumb through or two.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Zach, I love learning more about
me,
about you. And what do you do in your free time? Are you a party animal? You hanging out at the bar? Or do you sit at home and read Phil Steele magazine? Or both, perhaps.
Well, as Chandler can attest to, I am very well behaved.
You are
every weekend.
Yeah, he is.
What is your relationship to the Phil Steele magazine, though?
No, I went out and got one, and I don't know. I just kind of like going down the rabbit hole of I think there's a lot more, when you look at it from a betting standpoint, there's a lot more value in the group of 5 and some of these lower down conferences where those games get lost on Saturdays. And I think there's some value inherently in those games. Those lines are going to be not as tight as an SEC game. The odds are that the 4 of us in this room know more about ECU football than people in the desert in Nevada.
Yeah.
Fair to say?
I especially think come basketball season with ECU.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I have an edge here on Vegas. But anyway, go ahead.
No, to that point, right? And even more so for basketball. When you have 350 teams in Division I, with football only 134, so it's a little less.
Yeah.
But, are they really, how much do they really know about that 2 o'clock AAC Charlotte, North Texas game versus, us who've watched these teams, know Biff Poggi and, what North Texas runs a little bit more and have seen it week to week, maybe hearing things when you have people on. I think we're more in tune with the info. So I've been going through, with the highlighter, pink highlighter for good, so hot, right? And blue highlighter for cold.
And you're highlighting what, players or
teams? Here's the thing, because Steele does a great job, but he does, how do I say it? Positively conflate things. So you have to really read between the lines with some teams, because he'll say they have nowhere to go but up. But then in the middle of the paragraph, he'll say they're losing all 4 starters, in the defensive backfield. So you kind of got to read through it, and then it's okay, well, if they play a good passing team, then they're going to get ruined this week,
That was one of the more condescending things I've ever heard. Zach saying Steele does a great job, but he didn't even call him Phil Steele. He just called him Steele. And then then criticized the man.
No, I'm glad he does. I'm glad he does the work, because I sure couldn't do that. That's a year's worth of stuff that he has to do.
Credit for you, man, for getting ahead of the curve.
Well, I should have done it in July, but
you're fine. You got plenty of time. But you do go through all the conferences, right?
I'm gonna try to do it.
Yeah,
I'm through 2.5 right now. And I
have you found a team that you're interested in backing or fading this year? Anybody on your list yet?
I think. Let me think. Because in the Sun Belt, or no, actually, you know what? I'll go Mountain West, Wyoming.
Like or fade or
like them.
Okay.
What about Clips, Fresno State Bulldogs?
Yeah, they're going to be good. I got them at 8-4.
Keep an eye on.
No, because I'll go through. It's an exercise. Am I going to be right on? No, because someone's going to lose their quarterback week 2 and then go into a tailspin. But
you're ahead of a lot of folks, though. I like that.
No, but I map it out, and I was all right, well, they could win this game, lose that game. Who else?
Wyoming always has a good non-con game.
Nevada's going to be bad. I was just flipping through.
Where is Wyoming? Here we go.
There they are.
They always have a good non-con game or two. This year they're at Arizona State. They have BYU. at North Texas, Idaho. So kind of missing the marquee, but they play 2 Big 12 teams, I guess.
They get to go party in Tempe.
Yeah.
Week 1.
16th meeting, have not met since back in 1977. Wow.
The other thing I'll do, so on the right side of his page when he has the schedules up, I'll highlight blue if it historically goes under, and I'll highlight pink if it historically goes over.
I like it. I would love to get a look. Can you send me some screenshots from this?
I should have brought it in. Yeah, I'm a dork. I'm a nerd. I don't know. Like, what a loser thing to do, honestly. But, you know.
Tyler said Zach's favorite place to eat when he's home.
Like in Boston home?
I guess.
Is that how you take that?
I guess.
So many good Italian places in Boston.
Italiano.
It's the as far as like the food, that and seafood are the 2 things that the Boston area does best.
Hey man, you need to go to Sampson County, the Earl and Jerry Seafood Shack. Back-to-back years, they are seafood, best seafood in Sampson County. Shout out to my dad.
Congratulations on that. Clark, who's doing some live reports from the beach.
Yeah, I actually talked to them earlier today, so everything good down there.
Does any place up there, Zach, have Chandler's favorite wings? The
spicy Italian.
Taylor was trying to describe something. I think spicy garlic. But he kept saying some spicy Italian wings.
Because I think we had just got done talking about Italian something.
Which would be what? Marinara on wings or something?
Yeah, I was like, so what would that even consist of?
I have no idea. Maybe like wings wrapped in pepperoni and salami and all that kind of stuff. I don't know.
I'm sure it's out there somewhere. The best place in the Boston area for wings, Buff's Pub, Newton, Massachusetts. Just went in July when I was home. Phenomenal. Man. So, not a sponsor, but shameless plug for them.
Jamie says we got to figure out a nickname for Zach. How about Zach No Kaplan? Because he's always an honest man.
What do you think, Chan?
I like it.
That is my first suggestion. Pike says, is the new Garcia also Italian? Yes, Jake Garcia. Full Italian roots.
Hey.
Have we confirmed that?
Throw away the pasta?
No.
Bring in the pasta again, because we have another Garcia. Do you not get that reference from last year? Or 2 years ago?
Well, I'm assuming since he wasn't here, he does not get the reference.
Yeah, I guess not.
We had a caller on the 5th quarter, and boy, Holton Ahlers, people were ready to see him go, ready to move on.
So I've heard.
Garcia.
Yeah.
So it was the last game of the year. They said, hey, time to take away the barbecue and bring on the pasta because it's Garcia time. And we just kind of looked at each other
we were like,
what is this guy talking about?
There's no more popular figure in America than the backup quarterback.
That is true. Which could be Jake Garcia if Caden Hauser is named the starter. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back more with Zach Kaplan. We'll do a thumb through. I've landed on New Mexico State.
And buckle up.
We'll talk about them when we return.
Might get ugly.
We will preview tonight's preseason matchup. This might be the biggest game of the season for both of y'all.
Yeah, wait, why? Who's playing?
Your Patriots versus Chan's Panthers.
Oh.
Your regular season is not going to matter, so I think this is it. Like, are y'all going to get together and watch this? Put it on the big screen at a bar? Throw the sound on?
I believe this is what they call the Stupor Bowl clip.
And that's why we bring Zach on the show, for his A-plus comedic material. More to go. Pirate Radio Live on a Thursday after this.
Hey, this is Jerry with Should Have Been Cowboys. We're going to be playing at the Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party August 29th at the State Theater. Make sure you come on down. Let's kick this football season off right with Should Have Been Cowboys. I bet you never heard old Marshall Dillon say,
The Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party is back at the State Theater in downtown Greenville, Thursday, August 29th, presented by Carolina Eagle Distributing. Get tickets now at pr927fm.com for only $10. Arrgh.
This is your What's New update brought to you by Greenville Auto World. What's new? Greenville Auto World has new owners and is part of the DriveHereNow.com team of dealerships. New owner Tommy Cook and his team have 4 dealerships with a fully stocked inventory, over 200 SUVs, trucks, cars, and over 50 lenders, and has financing for anybody. Get shopping today at DriveHereNow.com. Greenville Auto World, Highway 43 at Bells Fork across from Speedway. Pirates supporting pirates.
My whole business just went up in flames. But my agent was there before the fire was out. We started a plan. I've got 25 employees who could be out of a job if we didn't get this place running again. My independent agent and auto owners insurance, they made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll. That's incredible.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there.
This is Brian Smith with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier American-styled restaurant and bar, and there's always something special happening at the Rick House. Join us for lunch. It's our 2 for $20 lunch special during the week, and it's the perfect spot for that lunch business meeting. The Rick House celebrates the last Thursday of every month with a special wine tasting, and our buffet brunch is to die for. Follow the Rick House on Facebook for the latest schedule. The Rick House, American Provisions and Spirits, 710 Red Banks Road beside the bowling alley in Greenville. The Rick House.
There's a special deal at U.S. Cellular where you can get 4 lines for just $90. It's perfect for you, Barbershop Quartet.
That's us.
There's no trade-in needed, and it comes with 4 free phones of your choice.
4 free phones.
U.S. Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Your Wood Ducks host the Myrtle Beach Pelicans August 6th through the 11th. Join us on Thursday for $2 natural lights, bush lights, and peanuts for the first pitch at 6:30 p.m. Join us Friday night for post-game fireworks presented by WNCT Channel 9, where the first pitch is set for 7 p.m. And on Sunday, come and enjoy dollar hot dogs and a $6 meal deal. First pitch is at 1 p.m. And get your tickets at woodducksbaseball.com or at the box office the day of the game. Come enjoy some Wood Ducks baseball at a historic Granger Stadium in Kinston all weekend long. Go Woodies!
The Parks and Recreation Trust Fund has supported local recreation, North Carolina state parks, and coastal access through grant funding since 1994. This allows our beautiful state parks to maintain the quality that you've come to love. Enjoy all the outdoors has to offer, like hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. Visit ncparks.gov for the latest information and a calendar of events. Thank you, North Carolina, for your continued support for the last 30 years.
Picture this, the perfect summer barbecue. No stress, no responsibilities, just all your friends, burgers and hot dogs on the grill, and a delicious, refreshing Pepsi Zero Sugar in your hand. Sounds nice, doesn't it? Burgers sizzling, hot dogs cooking, Pepsi Zero Sugar fizzing, and a backyard of very, very happy people. Oh yeah, we could get used to this. Very, very used to this. Grilling. Better with Pepsi.
This is Holt Nailers. Join me for the Holt Nailers Show every week right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
There's local politics, bud.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Be sure to visit one of ECU graduate Brandon Tate's U.S. Cellular locations and experience the highest standard of customer service. The purpose of the Atlantic Wireless Store experience is to inform, illuminate, and inspire. Find the location near you at atlanticwireless.com. Atlantic Wireless, we go beyond the call. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. USA down 9 to Serbia with about 8 minutes left, and Jokic has already started his time-wasting thing. I remember this during the NBA playoffs, where the Nuggets had a lead, and every time a basket was made by the opposing team, he'd let the ball bounce. He'd look around the arena. He'd toss the ball to the ref. He ended up wasting like 47 seconds of game time, which doesn't seem like a lot, but basically an entire minute of just wasted time. So he is the smartest man in the game. He's already started that stuff, and he just had an and one. So he misses the free throw. But Serbia with an 11-point lead with 8 minutes left to go. Buccaneer Music Hall Scoreboard presented by DeBuck.
DeBuck.
Thanks to Zach Kaplan for hanging out Monday night sports trivia. It was very strange, Zach, but how did it feel to be out there?
Well, I compared it. I've said it to you like 3 times now, so I'm going to repeat the joke for the viewing audience. But I compared it to Buck and Aikman when they went from Fox to ESPN. Not only because, you switching a bar is like switching a network, but you also went to Monday nights, just like they did.
That's right.
So there you go.
And some say I'm as boring as Joe Buck is. So.
Well, no, just the fact that it was weird at first because you're like, wait, this voice doesn't belong on this program.
Yeah.
And
but you get used to it.
To have sports trivia at the Buck, But yeah, I think they're used to it and get into it.
Well, here's one way to get back in the game: a 4-point play, and it looks like we got that coming up with Kevin Durant about to shoot a free throw. Phil Steele thumb through New Mexico State. Zach immediately says they're going to be bad.
Yep.
And I said, but Zach, they won 10 games last year, but you say they're going to be bad. What was the first reason you said?
Because they do not have Jerry Kill. He is out.
Jerry Kill, who...
Did we look up why? Did they fire him or did they...
I'm going to say he stepped down. No chance.
I think he said
Did he have medical issues?
I thought he had some health
issues.
issues.
He's had a lot of seizure issues in the past. He is now a consultant at Vanderbilt. So not coaching, but...
That would seem to indicate the health issues. Because you're not firing a guy who won 10 games, especially there in Las Cruces where that is not easy to do. Hasn't really been done that often lately. So.
I'm looking up... alumni from New Mexico State.
Any cool ones? Let's see.
Oh, Sean Williams from East Carolina basketball went there.
After he left. Wait a minute.
Does that count?
It was New Mexico State.
Oh, we had done New Mexico.
And I thought it was New Mexico.
Correct,
and you were like,
correct.
no, New Mexico State.
There's a big difference.
Yeah.
I saw Lou Henson's name. Do y'all even know who that is? He was the coach at Illinois when they were good back in the early 90s.
Joe Pisarcik, remembered for the first miracle at the Meadowlands. He is the one who tried to hand the ball off, and Herm Edwards scooped it.
Herm picked it up.
Yep, and so that was the first miracle at the Meadowlands before former Pirate Matt Dodge, right? Did he go here?
Oh, yeah.
Matt Dodge, yes.
The kick
he had
Jackson.
the second miracle at the Meadowlands, and then
how did that
second
sound
stadium
when Deshaun Jackson took it back, Chandler, from the great Merrill Reese?
Deshaun Jackson, touchdown Eagles.
Hello.
Philadelphia, this is for you.
Philadelphia, this is for you.
This is for you.
I hate all things Philadelphia, but
let the celebration begin.
Love Merrill Reese.
That was crazy.
You know who else is an alum of New Mexico State? Tony Sanchez, who Zach says, I've never heard of that guy. He is now their first-year head coach.
Was previously at UNLV for 4 years. We'll let you guess how that ended. Not favorably.
Man, I feel like I should know this, John, but I didn't. NBA champion in 2019, two-time All-Star, 2019 Most Improved Player in the NBA, was the WAC Player of the Year at New Mexico State. His name is Pascal Siakam.
Siakam?
Yes.
I can't believe he went to New Mexico. I did not
know that.
Don't remember him there at all.
Pascal Siakam. So there you go, New Mexico State. Who? What are we in? Conference USA? Who you got? Liberty?
We're in CUSA. Yep.
Isn't that crazy?
And Liberty should run away with this conference.
Did they play Liberty in the championship game last year?
Yes. That sounds right.
Because I remember seeing that matchup.
49-35.
Yeah.
Liberty wins.
Liberty. Yep. They were good. They do have just 8 returning starters total. That's not on one side of the ball. That is both sides of the ball. And the first-year head coach. And you get to go up. I mean, they do have a couple teams they can beat up on. Middle Tennessee, Kennesaw State, both going to be bad. But they're trying to fill the roster with guys from JUCOs. So we'll see how it goes.
All right. Microwave it. Zach, did you watch Curb Your Enthusiasm?
Love Curb.
Barbara Funkhauser went to New Mexico State. She is a journalist, the first woman to serve as the editor of the El Paso Times.
The Funk Man.
But no relation to the Funkhausers and Curb Your Enthusiasm.
No relation to the real life Funk Man. Just coincidentally, that's the last name.
I mean, if I ever see that name, I immediately think Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Oh, yeah. Bob Einstein, rest in peace. One of the truly funniest people that tried.
What was his name?
Time.
Shirley, what was
in the show or in real life?
No, like in real life, he was
Bob Einstein.
Yeah, but
played Marty Funkhauser.
Super something. Bob. What was it? What's his last name?
Einstein.
Is that his real name?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Who was his character or whatever? Oh, Super Dave Osborne. I know Shirley remembers that. Super Dave Osborne was what? Some kind of character or something.
Okay, yeah, before my...
that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
What was the question?
You remember Super Dave Osborne?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, his name is Bob Einstein. And in Curb, he was Funkhauser. But I was trying to remember the Super Dave thing.
Yeah, because he was basically an Evel Knievel knockoff.
Right. So
wow, okay.
That's kind of
did not know that.
How we all knew him before Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Because anyone my age or in the range and younger would know him as the Funk Man.
The Funk Man. Super Dave says Pike, thank you. Jerry says FIU has the coolest stadium name in Conference USA. Pitbull Stadium.
Got a brand new sponsor.
Are they actually naming? I saw he bought the naming rights. Is it going to be called Pitbull Stadium?
Yes, for the next 5 years.
5 years, I think. Yeah, 5-year deal. I think they're putting like a 305 thing and then the midfield logo or something.
No, it's going to be called Pitbull Stadium. He has certain rights to the stadium in terms of performances. There's a lot more to it than just the naming rights. He's also going to be writing the official FIU football anthem.
Oh, dear.
So, I'll ask him in 2 weeks when I go see him. So
that is true. Shirley is going to go see Pitbull. She is a diehard FIU fan, so that's why she's going.
I'm going to be nowhere near FIU when I go see him.
Should they rename the school for the next 5 years Florida Worldwide University rather than International? FWU. Florida Worldwide, baby.
Florida.
Zach liked that one. FWU.
FWU.
Cole says Chandler better not be clowning my guy Merrill right now. That was Cole Martin, by the way, who said that. Cole, he
absolutely was.
No, that was a tribute, not a clown.
That is a tribute. I love Merrill Reese.
I will clown your Eagles for being the worst team in the league the second half of last year. But I will not clown Merrill Reese.
What happened in Tampa Bay?
Touchdown!
Alshon Jeffrey! It is caught by Nick Foles. By the way, happy retirement.
He retired
after 11 years.
A lot of people were talking about Nick Foles the other day when that pole vaulter had his incident.
In reference to a certain nickname that that Nick Foles developed over his time in the National Football League.
What a wacky Olympics moment that was.
Don't need to remember that Super Bowl either.
It will go down in history.
Oh, yeah.
Don't need to remember that Super Bowl. Forgot about that one.
How do you feel about Eli Manning?
I respect him.
Yeah.
million to one catch with Tyree. That I'll never live that down. I'm still mad about that.
You know what's underrated?
They were the better team in 2011 for sure. The start to finish in the game, they were the better team.
You know what's underrated about that play though, real quick? The Tyree catch. Eli Manning escaping
Ty Warren.
I mean, you gotta wrap him up.
I will remember it till the end of my days. So.
I don't know if we've asked you, but do you enjoy Eli and Peyton on Monday nights?
I really couldn't.
Yeah. When they were two nemesis
during their playing career, could not stand them. Of course. Hated the commercials. Hated when they hosted SNL. I have really warmed up to them post retirement. They're like legitimately funny. I think, if I'm not mistaken, they're gonna have Belichick on the Manning cast a little bit this year.
Oh, sweet!
And I will be all over that. I'm excited to watch that, but I couldn't stand them during their playing careers.
I like Peyton. Obviously, didn't like Eli because he played for the G-Men. But Eli is a star, man. I love his sense of humor, and I'm a big fan of his now.
He's the same way as me, just very self-deprecating. That's how I am with my humor. So I admire that he despite making millions of dollars, winning 2 Super Bowls, blah, 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 is still, has that sense about him that he doesn't take himself too seriously.
A lot of people seem out on Tony Romo right now, and I actually like him.
Clip, you're out on Romo.
Here
we go, Jim. Oh, man. I don't know, Clip.
I'm in on Romo.
You out on me?
I'm fine with Romo.
You sure?
I mean, he does do a good job of calling the shot.
Does he get the take in bounds?
He's going to go to the left here, Jim.
I like him because
Chandler, did he get it in bounds?
I think
let's see here, Jim.
He genuinely enjoys the action that he's calling, and I appreciate that from my announcer.
Can I give a Romo thought? When the quarterbacks are really good, he is really good. In bad games, and you can listen as you get into week 1 this year.
Okay.
In bad games with bad quarterback play, he struggles. I think he's just kind of not like unmoored, but just it's not like I think he loses interest, and it causes viewers to lose interest. But when it's like Mahomes and Lamar, it's great. But when it's like too bad,
Was it Washington and Dallas in Thanksgiving that got so out of hand? Was that last year or 2 years ago? But
I think that was 2 years ago.
2 years ago sounds right.
That was a Romo losing interest game. You know what, Zach? I'm going to have my radar up for that moving forward.
It won't be week 1. They have a great game. They have somebody good week 1, and then but like when we get to the first like Tyson Bagent versus Deshaun Watson type game, you listen for it. If it gets out of hand, it's like I'm just flipping to another game at that point.
Zach Kaplan joining us. You want to go the whole hour, or you need to go?
Should probably go. We talked about storm coverage. I'm helping one of our reporters on a live shot. So
thank you for hanging out.
Doing a great service for the people out there, and we're making sure we keep people safe. This will not be the first. This storm, I feel like, mostly missed us, if you can believe it. I know we're going to get flooding, but it's going to be the next couple that are going to be. It's F's, I've learned. Fran, Floyd, and Florence. It's F's that are bad for ENC, hurricane-wise.
Don't like the F's.
Nope.
Zach, thank you, buddy.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
We'll talk to you again soon. Zach Kaplan joining us. We'll take a break, come back. When we return, we'll hear some of Morgan Ehlers on the Holton Ehlers Show. Got that to wrap up hour number 2 after this.
Here with Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. It's a great time to buy a used vehicle.
It's not a great time, it's a perfect time to buy a used car from Brown & Wood. We have over 115 used vehicles in stock, and we're number 1 in the market on price. We have limited lifetime powertrain on all of our used cars under 80,000 miles, so go to brownandwoodauto.com to find out more. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal: to make sure you leave a happy customer.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kid Scene.
Y'all come get bucked up.
Okay, you have got to come to the Loose Goose. I mean, right now, come to the Loose Goose. 241 Four Lines Road, Winterville, North Carolina. We are a part of Advanced Moving and Storage. All the cool things that we buy, find, oh my word, you won't believe it. We've got everything from furniture to every kind of household thing that you need except appliances. The Loose Goose. We're open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, and on Saturdays, 10 till 5. You're going to be so glad you did.
Take a hit from a 300-pound linebacker, and you better be wearing pads. Take a hit on the road, and you better have good auto coverage. When you've got North Carolina Farm Bureau Auto Insurance, you've got the best local agents ready to help you bounce back. If you don't, well, you'll probably play football without a helmet, too.
This is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning. Give me a call today, and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates.
Hey Pirate Nation, it's Caleb with Strauss Marine.
Boating season is here, and at Stroud's Marine, we're stocked up with over 20,000 pre-owned parts. We've got everything you need from propellers, lower units, trim units, electrical and fuel parts, and just about anything else you need for an outboard. Speaking of outboards, we will buy your old ones. And as always, our mission is to save you money and get you back out on the water as quickly as possible. Visit StroudsMarine.com today for more information. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
There's a special deal at U.S. Cellular where you can get 4 lines for just $90. It's perfect for you, barbershop quartet.
That's us.
There's no trade-in needed, and it comes with 4 free phones of your choice.
4 free phones.
U.S. Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
In this new world of having everything delivered to your home or office, why wouldn't you start using Cellular Warehouse for all of your cellular deliveries? Toby Williams and his team are in the business of delivering phones and tablets every day to customers, which enables you to take the hassle out of visiting a store. The best thing about this great service is that it's free. Call Toby Williams today at 252-799-7051. That's 252-799-7051, and let his team make your wireless experience fast and easy. Cellular Warehouse, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats, cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
Pirate Radio.
It's never like the same stuff you hear every morning or like every afternoon on talk shows.
Your locally owned, locally operated radio station.
There's always new content.
That's the way I like it.
Listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where all the locals go for Mexican food and fun. You can grab your amigos and head to Chico's for the Gulf of Mexico every Tuesday. A huge 38-ounce lime margarita for only $8.99. On Wednesdays, all Mexican imports are $2.99. Thursdays is half-price house margaritas. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. And as we head back into the show, Chandler, we're looking at the U.S. men's basketball game, Serbia and the United States. The Joker, I do believe, was he fouled in that situation? I couldn't tell, but USA up by 5, minute left to go in the game.
Yeah, so as we come back, welcome back, by the way, on a Thursday, Pirate Radio Live. Chandler Honeycutt here with you. Clip Brock had to step out just for a second, but he will be back shortly. But as we do come back, USA, they take the lead. They're up 5 over Serbia at the moment. Looks like there was a foul there and an and
3-point play.
So Serbia not going away yet, as I believe we are just about a minute away from the end of this game. So what a comeback for USA. I'm sorry to Mark Alexander, who I said you should take USA minus 16. That's not going to happen. So I apologize,
want to say
Mark.
at one point Serbia was up by 16 in this game, and the U.S. team, fought their way back. Now they only lead by, is that 2?
Yes, 2. 91-89, USA leads.
45 seconds left to go in this game with a chance to go to the medal round to play for a gold medal, I believe.
Do they know who they would play?
Now that I don't know. Oh, LeBron. No, that was Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant with a nice shot to put USA up by 4.
Serbia coming down. 30 seconds to go in the game. They give the ball to the Joker. He puts it in.
Of course he does.
26 seconds left to go. The Americans hanging on to a 2-point lead. And now they're just going to play keep away as much as they can.
19 seconds and counting. And USA. Oh, that's a flop.
They don't
They don't call it. That's a great job by the referees. That was blatant flopping. And now we have a foul to stop the clock as Steph Curry gets fouled on the way to the basket.
Ball goes in, but the foul's on the floor. As they finish up this game, Shirley, it is Thursday. That means that it is the Holton Ayler Show, which aired today at 12 noon on YouTube. And if you missed it, it'll be aired right here on Pirate Radio at 6 o'clock. His guest was the local politician, his father, voice of Daddy Ficklin Stadium, host of the Extra Point here on the high school huddle.
He used to be the Extra Point.
Morgan Ehlers was on the Holton Ayler Show today, and here's a little clip from that.
On your game. Yeah. And people don't give you enough credit for being on your game.
I agree. And when the kingmaker of Greenville himself comes in here and says that,
I'm telling you,
it was
local politics, Mr. Politician himself.
My question for you, though, is what year did you start, calling the shots for the football program? Was it before Holton was here, or it was
when I started getting recruited. That's why I got offered.
Well, Ruff and I talked. Ruff's a good friend. I've known Ruff since he played here, okay? And I've known Ruff for a long time. And I said, Ruff, my boy's coming up. This is when he's playing, we were undefeated in flag football. I mean, this is a big-time deal, okay? People don't realize how good we were in flag football as 6, 7, and 8-year-olds. And that you need to offer, and, Ruff's going to, I'm going to Google it up. But, he did. I think it was Coach Smith came over, wasn't it?
It's Coach Wiley.
Coach who?
Wiley.
John Wiley?
Yeah.
And offered him, and Ruff called me right after that and said, we just offered your boy. Never told me ahead of time.
This is from flag football?
No, he's 8. He was 8. Yeah, he was 8 years old.
So you started in with Ruff, and then how did you break into the Coach Houston regime calling shots there?
When we flew up on the plane to interview him, I said, look, here's the deal. You got to consult me with all these things. I don't know. People say some stupid stuff. Just like that. That was a stupid thing to say.
Well, Pops, what are your thoughts on me and Caden joining the Fifth Quarter Call-In Show this year?
You guys are going to have fun. You're lucky it wasn't last year. That's all I'm going to say.
All right, there's Morgan Ehlers on the Holton Ayler Show today that aired at noon on YouTube. If you missed it, you can find it right here on Pirate Radio, 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington at 6 o'clock. So I thought it was so funny that Caden actually thought that they had offered him out of flag football. I was listening to that earlier today, and it was so funny that Caden thought he was being serious. But as we come back from that clip from the Holton Ayler Show, USA wins it over Serbia, and they move on to the medal round for a chance at a gold medal. So congratulations to the United States of America. They get it done in comeback fashion. Shirley,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say, Shirley, that was a tough comeback, but they get it done.
They get it done. 96-91 was the final, and you can thank two guys on this team. One, Steph Curry, who played absolutely out of his mind this entire game. He kept chipping away at that lead, and then when they needed a bucket to kind of help seal the deal, Kevin Durant put one up and put it in, and then Steph Curry hits a free throw to really just ice the game, and they played a little defense, and that was all they needed. So now they have an opportunity to get a gold medal. And I'm trying to think who played earlier today. I want to say Germany and France, but don't quote me on that. But I think they played earlier today, so I'm thinking that at this point, so for the gold, France and the United States, they will play 3:30 on Saturday afternoon for a gold medal, and then the bronze game will be Serbia and Germany on Saturday. Well, you don't want to get up for that game, 5 a.m. Eastern time. So that's definitely not a game. I mean, unless you're up at that hour, there's no point. But 3:30 in the afternoon, I can tune in for that.
If it was 5 a.m. this morning, I would have been up because of the tornado warnings.
Yeah, no kidding. That was a frightening situation.
I will not be up at 5 a.m. on Saturday. That game on Saturday for United States and France at 3:30 is on NBC or Peacock. Let's continue. We just have one more break to take?
Let me see here. Hold on one second.
And if we do, we can continue this segment talking about former Pirates. We just talked about former Pirate Holton Aylers with his show. He had his dad on today. Let's talk about another former Pirate on the baseball side of things, Alec Burleson continuing to get it done for the Cardinals. Here's how it sounded last night.
Swing and a shot down the right field line. Fair ball. That's in the corner. One scores. Here comes Wynn. He's streaking around third. He's going to score without a play. And the Cardinals extend the lead. Burley just RKO'd him.
How about that?
And did you hear the RKO reference? He is a fan favorite in St. Louis. There's no doubt about it. He was a fan favorite here in Greenville. He has become a fan favorite in St. Louis. And he's also a fan of Randy Orton. And we posted this last night on our social media platforms. How about Alec Burleson getting to meet his idol, one of his favorite wrestlers, Randy Orton? He presented him with a championship belt. I thought that was really cool.
That was awesome. And you know what's really fun to watch is seeing the progression of Alec Burleson, because when he first, when we were following him through the minor leagues, especially when he was playing for the Memphis Redbirds in AAA, we kept saying, just like we did with Connor Norby, we kept saying, when is St. Louis going to call him up? He needs to be called up. If you're not going to call him up, trade him. He has deserved and earned the right to play in the majors. And finally, he gets called up, and, he makes a tad bit of noise, but not a whole lot. Then he comes into this season, and he struggles a little bit at the plate to start the season. And everybody is talking about, why did we call this guy up? Why didn't we get Lars Nootbaar to come up? And which eventually he did. So there was all this talk by St. Louis fans, and all of a sudden, and management kept saying, just be patient with him. We can see his potential. We see what this guy can do. Just be patient with him. And that patience has paid off, because now he has become quite a clutch hitter for St. Louis. And with their drive to, get themselves into playoff contention, this has really helped a lot.
Yeah, no doubt. And he has been a big part of that lineup. And it's like you mentioned, it was like a Connor Norby situation there for quite a while, because he was climbing the ranks of their minor league system. Mm-hmm. He finally gets to AAA, and he just stuck there for so long, and he was killing it, killing the baseball, doing great in the field. And you're sitting there thinking, man, they just need to trade him. He needs to go somewhere where he's going to get playing time. Mm-hmm. And sure enough, I'm glad he didn't, because he has become a big part of that St. Louis Cardinals lineup. So, and like I said, I think the Cardinals fans in St. Louis really like them some Burley, as we did here in Greenville. So
yeah, absolutely. And the best part about it is you know how Cliff Godwin says he likes to recruit guys that are versatile, that he can play any, that can play any position, if needed. Mm-hmm. Well, Burley has proven that being a versatile player has really benefited him, because now Burley was a pitcher. He's not pitching, but he has played first base. He plays outfield, right field, left field, and he's a DH. So they are moving him all over the field, and that's something he's very familiar with, because he did the same thing at East Carolina. And I think that really has helped him a lot, because as well as I do, especially if you're on the professional ranks, repetition is key. If you're a designated hitter, you're going to want to have as many at-bats as possible, because that's the only time you're going to see the ball. But when you're out on the field, you can see, you get into the rhythm of the game, you get into a habit of the game, and you can read pitchers the same way. So I just think that, having a versatile guy like Burley has really bolstered that Cardinals lineup, because now they've got a guy that they can put at first, or they can stick him out in the outfield, and he's got the arm. He, as a matter of fact, he has thrown people out from the outfield. He's got a heck of an arm. We all know that. So, the guy has proven himself worthy to be out on the field for the St. Louis.
As we wrap up the hour, let's continue to talk about former Pirates. Shirley, do you have a minor league update for us?
Yes, I got a couple of we talked about this yesterday. Ryan McChrystal finally got assigned to a team. He is now assigned to the Daytona Tortugas in Single A. Josh Groves was promoted from the Tampa Tarpons, which is a Single A affiliate. He has now gone up to the High A. So he is joining the Hudson Valley Renegades, which, by the way, Josh Moylan plays for. Jacob Jenkins Cowart had a good night last night for the Jupiter Hammerheads. He went 2 for 3, I believe. No, excuse me, 2 for 4. He had an RBI as well. Jack Reinheimer, who fell off the minor ranks for a while. He was a free agent for the longest time. The Iowa Cubs picked him up. They've moved him down to AA for the time being due to some rehab starts in AAA. So he's playing for the Tennessee Smokies. He went 1 for 3 last night. Connor Norby went 1 for 3, drove in a run for the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp. So he's starting to get heated up. I don't expect him to stay in AAA for very long. I expect the Marlins to call him up sometime this season.
All right, there is a minor league update from Shirley Rhodes. Clip Brock is back, so let's take a timeout. And let's go into the third hour of today's show with Coach Hud. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back right after this.
The Holton Ehlers Show.
Cliff Godwin, is it getting harder to win literally just because of NIL and the money that they're funding?
I think it's just harder to be consistent because of the portal and NIL. So you look back and look, I'm an Ole Miss guy, but they won the national championship in 2022. They have not been to a regional in 2 years. So when you talk about consistency, Mississippi State wins it the year before. Yep. They didn't make the SEC tournament the next 2 years. And look, I know we've spoiled people in Greenville, and we've got a lot of very loyal fans that understand, but it's really hard to win college baseball games.
The Holton Ehlers Show, Thursdays and Fridays at 6, right here on Pirate Radio.
Pirate Water Wicked Tea is here. Set sail for the next Pirate Water adventure. Barstool's best drink is back with delicious Wicked Tea. A strong, smooth, uncarbonated brew flavor with hints of lemon. It's the toughest tea to take on the high seas. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find the new Pirate Water Wicked Tea in a location near you.
We're going plankton!
21 and older. Please drink responsibly.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
This is Holton Ehlers for my friends at Anson Belts, the belts that I wear. Go to ansonbelt.com to find micro-adjustable holeless belts with over 30-plus options of a 1/4 inch apart instead of your typical 5 holes 1 inch apart, always giving you the perfect fit every time. If your waist fluctuates, Anson Belt is great because you can always find the perfect fit any time of the year. ansonbelt.com, over 10,000 combinations to choose from, a belt for every occasion, and the official belt of the Holton Ehlers Show.
This is Dr. Hasty from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as a walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates.
Do you know what today is? It's the $5.99 cheesesteak special day at Huckleburger. Bring the family to Huckleburger all day for one of the best delicious cheesesteaks at an unbelievable price, just $5.99. The Huckleburger cheesesteak special is good for dine-in or takeout in Greenville near Lowe's on Memorial Drive and off of 15th Street near the movie theater in Washington. Huckleburger, the fastest full-service restaurant in town. Huckleburger, delicious, fast, fresh, and friendly.
UBE and PireWare.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in downtown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWare.com. Go Pirates!
University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern has been serving the tech repair needs of Eastern North Carolina since 2006. And as one of the only Apple-authorized service providers east of Raleigh, all our technicians are Apple certified, and we only use genuine Apple parts. Your iPhone and Mac warranties are safe with us. Have questions or need service? Call 252-558-1280 or visit us online at universitypccare.com. University PC Care, your one-stop shop for service on everything Apple.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Golden Ticket Cinemas is Greenville's newest theater and is now open in the Greenville Grand location on Greenville Boulevard near the Cracker Barrel. Catch a movie on Greenville's largest screen in the Elite Theater or take advantage of great deals such as $5.50 Ticket Tuesdays. Get your movie tickets today at gtcinemas.com. Excuse me. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show in style at Golden Ticket Cinemas. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right. Welcome back into the show. Thanks, Shirley and Sean. My daughter wants to go see the Minions movie that's out.
There's another one out?
I believe it's like number 4.
Oh.
I want to go see that bad M. Night Shyamalan movie.
M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong.
Deadpool and Wolverine is out.
Yes. I have heard, I've heard both good and bad. It just depends. First of all, Deadpool is exactly my type of humor. It's everything I ever wanted in a superhero.
Well, when I watch a Deadpool, I don't care about the storyline. I'm watching a comedy.
Is no plot.
So if it doesn't make me laugh, I would be disappointed. But for the plot, I don't care at all.
I don't care at all for the plot, even though I know that it follows a storyline in terms of the MCU universe. But, you know, that's neither here nor there, because unless you're a diehard comic book reader, you're not going to really know what that story is. So, but for me, Deadpool, you know, I've always been a big Ryan Reynolds fan. I have been ever since he was on that show. What was it? 2 guys, a girl, and a pizza place.
Oh, yeah.
Or something like
yep.
two guys. No, 2 girls, a guy, and a pizza place. But anyway, I was a big fan, you know, of that show. And then, of course, he was in Blade.
He was in a movie where he was like a fat guy and then got skinny.
I can't remember that one. I don't remember that one. But one of my favorites is The Proposal. It's Ryan Reynolds and Sandra Bullock.
Yeah.
You know, that's just 2 comedy geniuses in my mind. You throw in Betty White is also in that movie. So, I absolutely loved him in Blade Trinity. So, you know, I'm a big Ryan Reynolds fan.
What is that movie where he was a fat dude?
You're not thinking of Jack Black, are you?
No, that was...
Because that's the one...
That was a fat woman, Gwyneth Paltrow.
Sorry.
Let's see. Just Friends? Yes.
Yeah, okay.
2005. Remember that he was wearing a fat suit?
Now, that wasn't the one where he was a waiter, was it? Like his character worked at a restaurant somewhere?
I don't think so.
Okay. There's one that he played in, I just remember vaguely.
Have you watched Welcome to Wrexham? I feel like
I haven't.
You would like that.
I have not. I don't watch a lot of TV these days, unless it's a live sporting event or one of my favorite paranormal shows. I haven't really been able to watch a lot of television.
I've enjoyed that. He and Rob McElhaney purchased the Wrexham Soccer Club, and no spoilers, but they have moved up 2 divisions since they took over.
Well, and the funny thing is Wrexham actually had a representative team in that, what is it called? The TNT soccer tournament, the one that they hold in Cary at the North Carolina Courage, because some former U.S. women's national team players have formed teams and you compete, and whoever wins, it's like a tournament type deal, and whoever wins gets $1 million. But Wrexham had a team that was representing Wrexham there.
Steve says Minions is great. Trap was great too. Shallow Hal was the Jack Black movie.
Shallow
Yes, it
Hal,
was.
yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Steve, I side-eyed Shirley at this too, but I just let it go without saying anything. But he said, Ryan Reynolds and Sandra Bullock, comedic geniuses? That's a strong statement. I agree, Steve. That is a very strong statement, Shirley.
That is a strong statement, but you put the two of them together. Have you seen The Proposal? Because I find it hysterically funny. First of all, Sandra Bullock's funny to me anyway. Ryan Reynolds is funny. You put them two together, you got two funny people. I think that they're geniuses. That's just me. It is one person's humble opinion.
It is raining and it's sunny outside.
Have you ever seen the rain coming down on a sunny day?
I'm not going to say what that is.
The devil's beat.
Don't say it. You go and say it.
Devil's beating his wife.
Again?
I thought that was thunder.
I hope not, because that's a lot of beating.
No, I'm saying, wasn't that associated with thunder instead of sunshine?
We've had this conversation before, and I don't know either way.
I don't remember.
I just remember getting on a tangent about it. Chad says, Shirley, was that tournament the one Pat McAfee was in this year?
Yes.
Okay.
And I believe that's the second year that they have done that tournament in Cary. But yes, Pat McAfee was there. Oh Lord, who texted you?
Chandler.
God,
Chandler, that is
this. I can't take these people anywhere. I can't take them, folks. Help me out here. Help me out. I can't take these guys anywhere.
Sorry, Shirley.
Jeez.
All right, moving on. I heard you guys talking about the end of the USA game. They come back strong fourth quarter to knock off Serbia 95-91. Was it really ever in doubt? 32-15 in the final quarter.
36 of those points were by Steph Curry alone.
Steph Curry goes 9 of 14 from deep, finishes with 36 points. LeBron James.
Triple-double.
16, 12, and 10. Zach, off the air, said, you know what? I want to see Joel Embiid prove that he is somebody. 19 points for Joel Embiid in this game.
And I think that Steve Kerr made an excellent decision because instead of just going with a simple rotation, he was like, screw this, I'm putting in my closers. And he left Steph out there and LeBron and then put Joel Embiid in there. And that really changed the pace of the game and changed, the way Serbia, had to attack the basket.
Joker, 17, 5, and 11 assists for him. Bogdanovic, 20 points. Where's our guy? Micic had 8 points in 22 minutes. Played with the Hornets last season.
And now and Serbia fought all the way to the end. I mean, they had an opportunity to draw a foul on a three-point shot. It just didn't go in.
And now we get Victor Wembanyama in the gold game against USA. It'll be France and USA.
Well, they don't have to guard his thigh this time. Oh, you didn't get that reference.
What am I missing?
There was a picture that was floating out on the internet where Victor Wembanyama. They were playing Japan, I believe, and the guy that was guarding Victor was about as tall as he stood up to his waist, and somebody said, "Hey, you guard Victor's thigh," and because that's what the picture looked like, and it was hysterically funny at the time. It was hysterically funny, but. Yeah, I think there's going to be a little bit of a better height matchup with our players.
I would agree as well. Seth Curry tweeting out the American flag. Got a little pride. I'm glad it was a close game. I'm sick of these blowouts to the point where I don't even get excited about USA basketball because none of the games are good. If you just blow everybody out by 25, it's no fun. So we had a fun one today. France has done all this as an underdog. I don't know what their line was today against Germany, but I'm going to say USA. What'd you say they were, Sean, today? 16-ish?
16.
I'm going to put them at probably that. Maybe 15 or something. Maybe the line goes down a little bit because of today's performance, but they should be pretty hefty favorites against France.
Yeah, and like I said a while ago when I was hosting that right quick, I apologize to Mark Alexander because I thought that USA was going to get it done from the get-go, and
They picked it up late, but thankfully they were able to come back and get the win, and now they have a chance at gold.
Waiting on the arrival of Coach Hud, Greg Hudson, because we got some big news. Coach Hud, the Hudcast coming up, the Greg Hudson Show.
Can't wait.
Debuting Saturday with his first guest, former East Carolina head coach, Skip Holtz. That's going to be a must listen, and we'll talk to Hud about that.
Are they going to turn?
And turn a little bit more.
And turn some more, and do some more turn.
And turn
What
again.
we're going to have to do is we're going to have to turn and turn some more. And when we're done turning, we're going to turn again. And then after we've turned 2 or 3 more turns, we're going to turn them all into turns.
Honest to God, Brian Meador's greatest moment in a pre-press conference was that little piece of audio that he gave me.
Did he go up to the mic to do a sound check?
Mic check or whatever.
I asked, I was setting up everything for the press conference, and I needed to do a mic check, so I asked Meador if he could walk up there and give me one, and that's what he gave me. And I saved it because I thought it was hysterically funny.
Have we played that for Hud? I don't know
if we've ever played that for HUD.
We need to play it.
Yeah, Meador did just a great impersonation of Skip, and the turning thing was a long-running joke with all of us, so it was hilarious.
We need to play that, and we also need to play the Jameis soundbite. Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're stacking up things to play when Coach Hud gets here. Speaking of ECU head football coaches, let's hear. Do you have Mike Houston from a couple days ago, Shirley? Because there was one clip that I did not play, and that would be part 3.
Yes, I got it.
Let's hear that. With this weather, we kind of went a few days without hearing from Coach Houston. Planning on hearing from him Saturday after the scrimmage, weather permitting. But here's what he had to say a couple days ago.
John David Baker talked to the Fold recently about the depth of wide receiver. Is that kind of wide open right now, or have some guys solidified their spots?
Well, I think you have some guys that continue to show up every day. Winston Wright, Anthony Smith, we talked about them the other day. I think Brock Spalding is showing up in a lot of different ways. Jerry Patterson, missed a few days early in camp with a non-football injury from late in the summer, but he's come back this week and has had some electric plays. Yannick Smith, for a freshman, he's showing up. So you have a lot of guys that are showing up in that room. Chase is going to miss a couple of days, so he wasn't out there today. But you had somebody to step right in there and take those reps. So glad to have those guys, because that is really what's going to make the offense go. We know that the back's going to be able to run the football. I thought Rajay did a great job today running the football behind the offensive line, but those receivers are really what's going to make this offense go.
Coach Josiah Robinson, he's obviously missed a lot of injury. Just how have you seen him kind of come back? He still seems like he's in great shape, so how's he coming along?
He's having a very good preseason. He's one that he has had some bad luck, but he has a positive attitude. He's working really, really hard. He don't say 2 words, but he goes out there and does his job. And there's going to be a point this year where he's going to play big minutes for us, and we're glad we got him.
And then the safety room, it seems like Devin King's having a solid camp.
Very, no doubt. I mean, he's the thing that pleases me with Devin, we all know he's a great tackler, and he's been a great special teams player. And he logged a lot of minutes for us at safety last year. But his assignment and just, no busts and stuff like that has been so much better this preseason camp than what it's been in the past. And he feels very confident and very comfortable out there. But I think he's playing at a very high level right now.
All right, there's more of Mike Houston from earlier this week as East Carolina. One thing we'll ask Coach Houston, if we talk to him on Saturday, what were they able to do on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, if anything, if any?
I feel like that would be the perfect time to say.
I feel like that was a good if any drop.
No, that's definitely the appropriate time to drop it, if any.
No indoor. We've gone over that a million times. So what have they been able to do with the weather here? And I wish we had a meteorologist we could go to, because
where's Max Claypool when you need him?
Yeah, he gone, right?
Yeah, he's in Memphis.
He's
walking in Memphis.
He's walking in Memphis. Walking in Memphis. Because as I look at, it is sunny right now.
Yeah, it looks great.
It is sunny.
That's the first time I've seen the sun in a few old days.
Here comes the sun. Do-do-do-do. And as I look at the radar, again, you just get these little bands coming in, and it looks like we're going to have more
little ditties
later on. But there's a lot of clear right now in eastern North Carolina. So I guess it's just going to be, off and on for the next day or so. It's a weird storm. This thing went way west on us.
What band is coming in?
Well, we did that joke yesterday, and I didn't know if we should reprise it. So I'll throw it to you, Chandler. What band do you have coming in?
AC/DC, Thunderstruck.
Classic Chan laughing as he throws out the
he laughs at
the
his
name.
own jokes.
He does, but he doesn't even do it afterwards. He does it during the joke. I love it.
I gotta get better at that, man.
No, it's your thing.
Man.
It's like he gets tickled and then he's trying to deliver the line, but he's laughing so hard he can't do it.
It's awesome. It's part of his thing. No, that's a good one, Sean, because I was thinking of
maybe some CCR.
Yeah, Who Will Stop the Rain? Have you ever seen The Rain? Maybe Guns N' Roses might play their whole album, Appetite for Destruction, because this thing is leaving quite a bit of destruction.
That's right. Lots of flooding.
Yeah, I wonder how the folks in the Triangle are doing, because it's...
I checked in. I have some friends in the Triangle, and I checked in with them earlier today. I have not checked in with them. I think the last time I talked to them was about 1 o'clock this afternoon. They were getting some rain, but other than that, they weren't getting a whole lot of anything else. Some low-lying areas were starting to pool with rainwater, but other than, no significant flooding so far.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's again, this was a weird one. Just the path it's taken and going west. Like my mother-in-law lives up in New Jersey, and I was thinking about it. The path is going to take the storm west of us and up there west of her, and I don't know of any hurricanes that go like west of both Greenville and South Jersey.
Well, I just think it's interesting too. You talked about the path that this thing took, because it kind of skirted across Florida, went up into Georgia, and then it kind of went off land back out into the ocean and started picking up a little bit of strength that way, and then it went right back into South Carolina after it was skirting up the coast, and then it is where it's at. So it just reminded me a lot of Hurricane Dennis, if you remember Hurricane Dennis back in 1999, because Dennis was the precursor to Hurricane Floyd, and it took a very similar path where it was just really, really slow and dumped a ton of rain, went off our coast, and then looked back around and hit us again. And then, of course, everybody knows a month later, Floyd came through and caused catastrophic flooding. So I was a little worried about that, because there is another tropical depression that is forming down in the Lesser Antilles. So we got to keep a close eye on that. Hopefully we don't have a repeat of that situation.
Brad, with an update, said it hasn't been too bad in northwest Raleigh. I've heard a few trees down, nothing major. Jamie says, I'm thankful anytime it ends up not being as bad. Living on the coast stresses me out this time of year. Yeah, I have storm anxiety as well. One of the few things I have anxiety about. I have anxiety when Greg Hudson sits beside me, because you just never know with this guy. What's up, Hud? Exactly. He might owe me a couple that I don't remember. Welcome in, Coach. Got a lot to talk with you about. We'll take a break and do that when we return. Steve Hill has an update. The rain has finally put out the brush fire on Wimbledon Drive. Boy, that is
talk about a joke that's gone
that is a
overboard.
Major callback.
Talk about the longest brush fire in the history of ever.
That's going back like 2 years now.
I know.
We'll take a break, come back, have more for you. Pirate Radio Live on a Thursday after this.
Pest Tech wants to thank Pirate Nation for voting them the #1 pest control company in Eastern North Carolina. Pest Tech is a full-service pest control company offering a complete range of indoor and outdoor pest management and extermination services. Your experience is the Pest Tech guarantee, with a promise to deliver you results while keeping you, your family, and the environment safe. Call the best of the best to get rid of your pests. 353-4760. Pest Tech, the official pest control company of Pirate Radio.
The Holton Ehlers Show
Cliff Godwin.
You know, Norby's probably the one that I'm most proud of because where he came from as a freshman, he had a lot of immaturity, and I'm so thankful that he stuck it out. Look where he is today.
He's killing it.
Yeah. Now, Burley had to develop. I mean, Burley and Norby were not draft prospects out of high school. They had to develop within our program. And then Gavin was obviously super talented, but he had to learn how to spin the baseball. And all of them different journeys, but it's been so cool to watch them, man.
It's awesome.
And it's like a proud father moment for me.
The Holton Ayler Show, Thursdays and Fridays at 6, right here on Pirate Radio.
Did you know that GUC's electric rates are the lowest in Pitt County? GUC's average residential electric bill using 1,000 kilowatt hours per month with load management is $21 lower than the investor-owned utilities and $34 lower than the local co-ops. In fact, GUC's average electric bills are still $10 lower than they were 10 years ago. Low rates with high reliability. That's the value of public utilities. That's the value of GUC.
The price is always right at Doug Henry of Greenville. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. This month, Doug Henry is giving away ECU football tickets. Stop in and register to win and purchase the vehicle of your dreams. Doug Henry of Greenville, right on the price, right on the corner. Go Pirates!
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Vaughn. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Want to make your day better? Order a Papa John's pizza. Get an extra large, one-topping New York-style pizza for only $10.99. Made into 8 foldable slices, perfect for sharing or not. See, things just got better, and you get to eat pizza. Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is an MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates!
There's a common misbelief today that to make it further, you need to push yourself, that you need to give up any joy to continue your rigid routine. Or you could try another way. Take some time to enjoy life, like having a Michelob Ultra with friends, because happiness is essential to living an exceptional life. Michelob Ultra, a refreshing and balanced flavor with only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Michelob Ultra, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Party like a pirate, Thursday, August 29th at the Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party, featuring special guest, former ECU Pirate and American Idol musician Blake Prohl.
In case you didn't know, baby, I'm crazy about you.
The Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party is back at the State Theater in downtown Greenville, Thursday, August 29th, presented by Carolina Eagle Distributing. Get tickets now at pr927fm.com for only $10. Arr! Pirate Radio.
You must be a pirate for the Pirates Code to apply, and you're not. And thirdly, the code is more what you'd call guidelines than actual rules.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, and get rid of unwanted hair? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medi-Spa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Free consultations available by calling 752-1406 or visiting beautybarmedispa.com. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Cliff.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live here on a Thursday. Shirley Rhodes. John, the big dog, here. Big dog's been helping out with something really cool that we're going to be seeing Coming up soon on Pirate Radio TV on YouTube and available to download via podcast, and that is the HUDcast. What's the official title of it? The
Don't Piss Me Off.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
The Greg Hudson Show?
That's what I'm told.
You've got a name. You might as well use your NIL.
That's right.
You have your likeness, your image.
Where's the owner?
Coach Hud was in the lab earlier today, and I've seen a little bit of this, and I am really excited for it. Episode 1, Skip Holtz.
Out of the gate.
The greatest spring league coach in the history of mankind.
Three-peat.
Three-peat?
He's a two-peat here and a three-peat there.
And who was asking? Oh, it was Bryce who was here the other day. Bryce Williams, who you saw on Tuesday. Said, hey, where'd Coach Hud play college football? I said, man, he was a Golden Domer. I said, oh, man. I said, yeah, that's where he met the Holtzes. And he kind of put it all together. But, yeah, you've known Skip for a long time now, I guess.
Since I was a freshman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Long time. We worked together combined 10 years.
Oh, yeah. So it went back previous to ECU at UConn.
Well, before that, I was a graduate assistant on offense for Joe Moore, working with the offensive line. That's where I got close to Aaron Taylor and with the Joe Moore Award. And that one season, and then I went as offensive line coach with Skip to Connecticut.
From O-line to the defensive side of the ball.
That was actually his father's doing. When Coach Holtz got hired by Woody Hayes, he was an offensive-minded coach, and Woody Hayes moved him to defense. And he told him, he said, this is going to help you prepare better and be a better offensive coach. And he said that to me when he hired me. He said, listen, I'm going to hire you. He says, but I'm going to move you to offense, and you're going to be Joe Moore's GA. And it really did. It was one of the best things that happened to me early on.
Awesome stuff. So you guys will be getting into coach talk, but in personal life talk, all kinds of talk.
Yeah, it's not all ball.
Yeah.
It had a heavy dose of it with some backstory things and the connections and the journeys we've been on.
Shirley, let's hit the clip. This is from, good grief. So Skip was here. So this is probably around 15 to 17 years old. This is someone I'm going to say this guy, doing a Skip Holtz impression just for a mic check to make sure the levels were right. So Shirley, there was a word Skip used to say a lot, and this impression has picked up on it. Here you go.
What we're going to have to do is we're going to have to turn some more. And when we're done turning, we're going to turn again. And then after we've turned 2 or 3 more turns, we're going to turn them all into turns.
Do you know the man doing that impression?
No.
Do you know one Brian Meador?
Oh, really?
Yes. And Skip did say turn a lot. And Shirley asked Brian, hey, before this Skip Holtz press conference, can you go up there and just say something so we can hear if the levels are right? And he said, we're going to have to turn.
Oh, my. I don't even remember hearing that.
And turn some more.
That must have been when he was with the offense or talking to you guys.
Turn them all into turns. Beautiful Skip Holtz impression.
What did it mean? What was it reference to?
He just said turn a lot. I guess we're going to turn it around this week or turn. I don't know. The word turn came up a lot with Skip Holtz.
Turn the page.
Maybe, yeah.
If it was the first year, it could be for turn around.
Because you guys did have a big turnaround on your hands.
Yeah. +3 on the win column, weren't we? No, +4. Won 5.
Won 5 the year before, won 1 or 2. I can't remember because Thompson won 1 year and 2 the next. So it was a big turn around. And
That's
then
right.
bowl game after that. Did you like those reclamation projects, Coach? Did you like the challenge of that?
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
Yeah.
If you have the resources and the commitment and you have enough people that care, that's the key. If you can work your brains out trying to rebuild a team and an organization, but until you have enough people that really care from top to bottom, it's a tough hill to climb. But it's great to see where you started and what you've then achieved and built. And then you start to see the enjoyment the players get in it and the sense of pride. And, we built a culture here, and we're really proud of it.
Question from Brandon. When is the AP preseason poll coming out? Gotta be shortly.
They got an 800 number, don't they?
I missed that one.
Call them.
Okay. Because we got week 0 games in 2 Saturdays.
24th.
Yeah, they'll be playing football in a couple Saturdays.
So when do the odds come out?
I guess I should say 3
I'm going to say Monday.
Can you go
It's
over
got to
the
be Monday.
week
I would think so. You think the
They're gonna
Monday
wait till
before the
everybody- 'cause you can
24th?
get too many guys hurt now.
Okay.
We still got 2 scrimmages left.
What did you say to me, John?
I was going to say, can you go through the week 0 slate
Here.
again? If it shows here, I don't.
They might have some way too early to tell odds.
Well, I do know we have a coaches poll out. John,
Oh, we do have.
You find week 0. I'll find some other rankings.
I got Florida State, Georgia Tech.
In Dublin.
12 o'clock, ESPN. Montana State, New Mexico at 4 o'clock on FS1. SMU in Nevada on CBS Sports Network.
ACC.
That is an ACC game for SMU. Delaware State and Hawaii. So,
Not a great slate.
No,
What state
but
is
it's
Montana
football.
State in?
Whoa.
Montana.
You nailed it. Took you a minute.
I was like, wait, trick question?
You sound like Ben Stiller in Tropic Thunder.
Did I hear, and I don't know why I don't know this, probably because I don't care as much, Florida State and Georgia Tech are playing in Dublin?
Correct. What time is that, John? Is that a nooner?
That is a nooner.
All right.
There's a lot going on over in that side of the world right now.
I am unfamiliar with world affairs. Is it not great?
Well.
By the way, Chon was class president.
Protesting.
Okay. Chandler was a class president at his high school, so he's going to run for office for the presidential office in 2028.
He is our Secret Service.
Greg Hudson. He invited me to be the VP.
We're in trouble.
And when we take over, the first thing we're going to do is keep American football on American soil.
There you go.
No more games in Germany. No more games in England. We're not going to Ireland. We're playing football in America.
You know what?
Damn
Actually,
it.
he's our Homeland Security. He's not going to allow countries to come in and say, hey, your football's coming.
And we're going to dig.
Kenny says, just wondering, is it appropriate to call Coach Hud Okay, I think he's asking, is it appropriate to call you coach even if Greg Hudson didn't coach you? I feel like when he's on Pirate Radio, he's coaching me up. I say Coach Hud, and he never coached me. Is that okay to call you coach?
Absolutely.
I think it's a great title.
Actually, it's an honor.
Yeah, right. Like I say that.
I take that very seriously.
Yeah.
It is an honor to be called that. And it's some respect that's earned. And
I was going to say it's like a respect thing.
I do appreciate that.
And obviously,
I don't need it. I don't expect it. But it is.
When Scotty Robinson
nice.
says it to you, it's different than when I say it to you, but I still mean it as a title, basically, like your Coach Hud.
Like a doctor.
Yeah,
and that people,
basically.
But like, it would be weird calling you Greg.
Nobody calls me that.
But
skipped it.
I will say like Hud.
Skipped it in the podcast. It threw me off a couple times. I started looking around. I thought we had another guy in the room.
I got a text from Meador. Can I?
Meador?
Let me see if I can read this on the air. I'm gonna ask him. Can I read it on the air, or just show it to him?
Where is he?
He's at ECU, still doing his thing.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, he's the man behind. He's like,
you know what,
the Wizard of Oz. He's the man behind the curtain.
And I'm happy for him.
I love Meador.
He's had a little rough deal there, and he's very happy. You know what? He was one of the first guys I saw when I got here in November. I saw him. That was great.
He's awesome dude.
We actually stayed in touch a little bit after I left. Every once in a while, we
need to get him on the show. Let's do that before the season starts. We usually add him every August anyway to talk about like the new video, if he could tell us any details or anything. Meador, come on Pirate Radio here in the next couple of weeks.
Was he giving you some intel on me?
Yes, he was. I'm just waiting to see if I can read it.
You got a story?
No, just maybe why you don't remember hearing turn.
I think you should get the permission of Coach too.
So I got to run it through 2 channels?
Yes.
It's just a joke. It's funny.
It doesn't bother me.
All right.
But if it does, I'll hit you instead of him.
Son of a gun. This could come back to haunt me here. Brad says JT won one in his first year, 2 in his second, which means you had a +3 increase, like you said there, Coach Hood.
Yeah.
Jamie also says, I like to call him Coach Hood, but I mean boiler down. So he's your Hoosier guy.
It's hammer down, boiler up.
There you go.
Who's your daddy?
Another question for Coach Hood. How about Dion's stuff going on? Never doubted he would have a bad locker room. So what is going on?
I haven't seen it.
Is it with his, I mean, this is going back, but like his kids
recently
trashing, I guess, guys that transfer, but that was like a month or so ago. I don't know what's going on recently with Dion.
I haven't seen anything.
If I had to bet, I'm going to say it doesn't work out for Deion Sanders.
I can see it going up in flames this year.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We looked at a mock draft. It had Shadur like top 5. Is that legit?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
And then Travis Hunter to the Commanders.
Yeah, like number 9.
No, he's legit.
Yeah, on both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
Do they have an O-line this year? Do they have?
That is the $20,000 question. I
Oh.
don't know who they pulled out of the portal, but they
Well,
needed to.
there's that video out there that's surfacing, or was surfacing a couple weeks ago, of Travis Hunter playing, was playing the new college football game, and apparently Shadur Sanders was under pressure, and he was like, "Man, this game's realistic." They're like, "Oh, the O-line's trash." He was like, "Oh yeah, it's very trash."
It's trash.
It's trash.
I saw that.
That can't be great, even if he is joking or whatever. All right, let's take a break. We've got Jameis audio. Have you heard this yet?
Have you heard it?
We got new Jameis audio.
No.
Oh, baby.
All right, great. Most unintentionally funny guy ever, Jameis Winston. We'll play that.
No.
We'll have.
I was thinking, or did you mean Winston? So now nothing that is said that I hear is going to be a surprise.
Yeah.
So if I don't go, oh my gosh, if I just shake my head and go, mm-hmm. This is new stuff? This is recent?
This is like today. Came out today. Yeah. More with Coach Hood when we return after this.
This is Trey Hayes with Advanced Moving and Storage. Advanced Moving and Storage is here to help you have the best move ever. Advanced Moving and Storage is dedicated to making sure you get everything you need on your next move, no matter how large or small, whether you're local, in-state, or out-of-state. Our courteous and experienced personnel is ready to help. Call Advanced Moving and Storage today at 252-321-3200. If you want to remove stress from your next move, use the moving company the Pirates use. Advanced Moving and Storage.
You want subs made with high-quality meats and cheeses? You go to Jersey Mike's. You want high-quality radio ideas? You go to me, like this. I'm an astronaut on a mission to find water on the moon. But because I'm a genius, I realize that what humanity actually needs in space is high-quality meats and cheeses from Jersey Mike's. Now to figure out how to remove the helmet and eat the sub without my head exploding. Here goes nothing. Always high-quality meats and cheeses. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Pitt County Schools is in the people business, and we are hiring. If you're looking to make a difference by helping us ensure the future of Eastern North Carolina, we invite you to be part of our dynamic team. If you're just starting out or exploring a career change, the doors of one of Pitt County's largest employers are open for those seeking competitive pay and a multitude of advancement opportunities. We offer learning support and advanced leadership opportunities to better prepare our educators and skilled labor force. If you want to be part of an award-winning school system that focuses on educating students and growing our employees, we encourage you to surround yourself with people who are going to lift you higher. To fill out an application, please visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org. And help us engage, empower, and elevate through 38 schools and one community.
It's hot outside, but you won't break a sweat using ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate for your next home sale or purchase. Our experienced agents help you stay cool while navigating the home buying or selling process. Uncover your next treasure today by visiting encpiraterealty.com. And remember, at ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate, we close the deal or someone walks the plank. Go Pirates!
We all have seniors in our life who may need a little extra help with technology. University PC Care's Quick Helps are affordable, in-store, short appointments designed for seniors who may need a little TLC to help with setting up a new computer, help with email or passwords, or help with the latest online scam. They don't need to fear technology anymore. Call 252-558-1280 to schedule an in-store Quick Helps appointment for Greenville or New Bern. Learn more at universitypccare.com.
Take a hit from a 300-pound linebacker, and you better be wearing pads. Take a hit on the road, and you better have good auto coverage. When you've got North Carolina Farm Bureau Auto Insurance, you've got the best local agents ready to help you bounce back. If you don't, well, you'll probably play football without a helmet, too.
This is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning. Give me a call today, and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates.
Hey Pirate Nation, be sure to have the best and comfortable shoes with a stop at Fleet Feet. This is ECU alum Chris Lunyon, owner of Fleet Feet of Greenville, and we provide solutions through one-on-one service to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Come visit us at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet, we run for you.
This is Ryan McChrystal from ECU Baseball, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. 5th Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room is your favorite place in downtown Greenville for lunch, dinner, or drinks with friends. 5th Street serves lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday, plus brunch starts at 10:30 on Saturdays and Sundays. Follow 5th Street on Instagram for the latest events and specials. 5th Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room, right beside the State Theater in downtown Greenville. And the Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates. They're open at noon, 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with Clip Rock on Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, you can enjoy local acoustic night along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday has a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8 p.m., followed by karaoke. Ladies, you get in free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. This Friday, it'll be Hatchback performing, and then on Saturday, it's Cooper Greer. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Shirley, I just saw this from the U.S. women's national soccer team. Do not have a time. Maybe you do.
They're supposed to play Saturday. I do know that.
Yeah, Saturday morning, it will be live on NBC. It was going to be on USA, but will be on NBC. So
they
will have
are
a lot of
playing
eyeballs.
Brazil in Marta's final game as a professional soccer player.
Marta.
Go Rose
Yes.
Lavelle.
Yep, Rose Lavelle. And, of
Pride
course,
Cincinnati.
the Trident, the triple threat of Lynn Williams, Trinity Rodman, and Sophia Smith.
I would love somebody smarter than me and with more time than me to research like best 50-mile radius of athletes in history, because just from what HUD has said about
AI.
Huh?
AI. Answer the question.
Ask Allen Iverson. He has the answer.
I mean, we talking about practice.
Not a game.
Not a game.
Not a game that I'd die for.
All right, I want to get to Harbaugh and ask Coach HUD about that, but let's talk about Jameis. Jameis,
oh man, let me hear it.
Just says things, as Shirley said, that his mouth opens, things come out.
Yeah.
Somehow they all come out perfectly, even though it's unplanned. Here he is today talking about Deshaun Watson in Cleveland.
I think that's one of the things that a lot of people forget. When you can go out, you can see practice, you can knick-knack, this, that, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. Deshaun Watson is going to turn it on. He always going to find a way to shine when the lights come on. Man, I just rhymed. Can I leave off that one? I know that one going to hit.
He's talking about Deshaun Watson and ends up writing a song, Coach HUD. Knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. It's on when the lights come on.
I rest my case.
He's the greatest, and he doesn't mean to.
He's a walking soundbite.
Yes. What do you remember about Jameis?
Enough.
I mean, how much was he a headache?
No, he was on offense.
Okay, good answer.
But he was a headache for somebody.
Yeah.
So I guess yes.
Were you there when he went on the field with the jersey on?
No.
Okay, yeah. Chandler said he thought you were calling by then. Yeah.
Because that was the same year they won the national championship, and I brought that up to you the other day. And you said that was the year after you left.
Jameis to Benjamin to win the championship.
Yes, sir.
Playing against
Auburn.
Auburn?
There was a freak.
Kelvin Benjamin?
Oh.
And then he got fat.
Hey, I can relate.
You were a freak.
And you know what? Some people still call me a freak.
Had that money.
That's right. And he was great for Carolina. And then he went to the Bills.
Was he?
Did he go to the Bills?
He after Carolina.
He was great for Carolina?
Yeah.
How did he do that?
Let's look up some numbers.
He was our top receiver.
How did he do with the Bills?
That's when everything went downhill for him.
Because it was cold.
Yeah.
Was it him and Cam
the year that we went
squaring off?
Yeah, like him and Cam got into they got
Little
face to face, and
pre-game
it was like
thing.
preseason too. But like,
well, there's a surprise.
The year that we went to the Super Bowl, Kelvin Benjamin tore his ACL in preseason camp.
I would say Kelvin had a great rookie year. 73 for 1,000, 9 touchdowns. That is a big. That's a big number. Had 7 touchdowns his second year.
It was just short of 1,000.
Yeah, so he had a good start, and yeah, he wasn't there long, Sean.
No.
Why is that? What was the move? Do you remember?
Was it Marty? No.
And he got
I can't remember.
190. He got 190 balls.
He did better. He had better numbers than I thought. Oh, so Chandler, I will say great. Still a big statement, but you're more correct than you're wrong.
He had the potential to definitely get something done. I want to say he was a part of a trade, and I can't remember because he actually played with us against Tampa Bay, and then he was traded to the Bills the very next week. And I cannot remember who it was for.
I'm trying to find.
Or his ACL in 15.
That was 15, but
I want to say like Starla Tulele was a part of that trade too because he ended up with the Bills. A lot of former Panthers ended up with the Bills.
I'm trying to find where he.
Was it a punishment?
Went somewhere, but I'm failing to.
There it is.
Wait, there's the Bills. So wait.
17.
Oh, okay. Tore his ACL in 15. After missing a year, they exercised his option. He was traded for a 3rd-round pick and a 7th-round pick. Okay.
Yeah.
So
God, 17? I can't remember.
Then how many after that?
Not right.
How many seasons?
Went to Buffalo for a couple of years. 1-year deal with Kansas City. Had 2 catches there. Signed with the Giants. Worked out as a tight end during the minicamp, but was cut. So there you go.
5 seasons.
14 to 18. Great start to his career.
Man.
Had an injury setback his second year and just never,
The ACL?
Never found those numbers, yeah. All right, Coach Jim Harbaugh has been banned from college football for 4 years. Is this a giant nothing burger?
Yeah.
He's not going back to college.
Yeah.
They got him for feeding the cheeseburgers during COVID.
Yeah, this isn't the cheating thing. This is the COVID stuff.
Yeah, this is like them trying to fire me at ECU for something I did in 2008.
So is this the NCAA saying, hey, look, we still carry some weight around here, giving out a punishment to a guy that's not in the NCAA that will never coach college football again?
It was like getting, what's his name on tax evasion?
Well, the mob dude or whatever. Yeah, we can't get him for all the murders and stuff, so we'll grab him for something else. Absolutely nothing. Harbaugh.
It just makes them look worse.
The NCAA?
Yeah, I mean.
Now, what do you think about Harbaugh's statements when it comes to the cheating stuff? And Shirley, do we still have that from the other day?
I love them.
Hit that real quick, and we'll get HUD's thoughts on it.
All right.
Never lie, never cheat, never steal. I was raised with that lesson. I have raised my family on that lesson. I have preached that lesson to the teams that I've coached. No one's perfect. If you stumble, you apologize, and you make it right. Today, I do not apologize. I did not participate, was not aware, nor complicit in those said allegations. So for me, it's back to work and attacking with an enthusiasm unknown to mankind.
Unknown to mankind.
I love every word of it.
Now,
if you have met his father, which I have, I know exactly how he was raised.
And that's great, but like, I don't trust anything these coaches say.
Well,
I mean,
there's stuff that goes on that the head coach does not know about.
This one, though, he would know about at some point. He might have not initiated it, but he had the Stallions guy, like Max said the other day. He was talking to the coordinators.
They all talk to the court. I had guys looking for signals, talking to me as a coordinator. I had a zip drive with pictures on it.
Okay, you're admitting to it. Harbaugh is saying he would never.
Maybe I was lying about that.
Well, see, now I'm in my head is, all jumbled up.
Man. How come we're down here in North Carolina? Cheating is cool in NASCAR. We're just getting signals.
Look, well, he's saying he didn't cheat, though. Why not just say next question or something?
Well, he did. The other guy did.
The other guy definitely did. And maybe their head coach now did, and he might get all
have relations
with that woman. Oh, yeah, I compared it to Rafael Palmeiro because I was like, I don't trust any of these coaches or players. But when they say it with such authority, I do believe them. And Rafi started wagging his finger. Man, I did not use steroids, period. And he did. But, hey, appreciate your enthusiasm on the denial.
Wasn't right? Well, we don't get into that one. They should just let them use them. Be blast.
Roids?
Oh,
I agree.
Flying out everywhere.
We watch sports for entertainment.
How about the steroid Olympics?
Yeah.
Dude's running a 9.8.
Let's go. Jamie says the Earnhardts never cheated. The Petties did. I mean, is that a fact, Jamie? Or is that like some fandom stuff talking? Earnhart's never cheated? Get out of here.
Come on, man.
Everybody's cheating a little bit.
Who says that? Come on, man.
Come on, man. Monday Night Football.
I was thinking Boomhauer.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
What, are you pushing the envelope or are you cheating?
What did you do?
Nothing.
Neither. None of it.
I physically did nothing.
Okay. I understand.
In the court of law.
All right, we need to find the...
I heard about it.
We need to find the student coaches, the...
Never use those. Are you kidding me?
The guys
That's
under...
like... No way. Then that kid goes downtown and gets all drunk.
Good point. So let's say you
would have to throw him in the river.
Let's say you had some minions under you. Who would you go to? Hypothetically, who would do the work?
Who's got the book on me?
Yeah. And are they floating in a river somewhere?
Right.
No, he said he wouldn't go that route.
We didn't have to do anything here. We were good.
Okay. Let's take a break.
got a little quiet.
I always love these awkward conversations with Greg Hudson. All right, we'll take a time out, come back, have more for you. Pirate Radio Live on a Thursday. Back with Coach Hud after this. The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kid Scene.
Y'all come get bucked
Here
up.
with Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. It's a great time to buy a used vehicle.
It's not a great time, it's a perfect time to buy a used car from Brown & Wood. We have over 115 used vehicles in stock, and we're #1 in the market on price. We have limited lifetime powertrain on all of our used cars under 80,000 miles, so go to brownwoodauto.com to find out more. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal: to make sure you leave a happy customer.
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
Worth Chiropractic and his team are offering a new patient special only at the new location. Come see them at this fantastic facility. A visit to our new location gets you a free consult, complete exam, digital x-rays, and more for only $29. Our amazing new patient $29 deal is only available at the new location, Worth Chiropractic West, 2100 West Arlington Boulevard, offering the same safe, no surgery, drug-free treatment, convenient, comfortable, and cost-effective.
Country music star Sarah Evans will be coming to the Weldon Mills Theater, Eastern North Carolina's best entertainment venue, on September 14th. Conveniently located just off I-95 in Roanoke Rapids, Weldon Mills Theater offers a hassle-free entertainment experience with free parking, wallet-friendly concessions, and a cozy atmosphere. With comfortable seating throughout the venue, there isn't a bad seat in the house. Join Weldon Mills Theater for a memorable event where you can relax and make lasting memories. Get your tickets to see Sarah Evans on September 14th at WeldonMillsTheater.com.
Yo ho ho, Pirate Patriots! It's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. Time to hoist the colors of the land of the free and the home of the brave. We're celebrating independence now through August 15th with FN Firearms. Take advantage on low prices of FN 510s, 545s, and SCAR 15s with factory rebates up to $500. Plus, with every FN purchase will come free FN gear. With the largest selection of firearms and accessories in Eastern NC, our friendly and knowledgeable staff are ready to lead you to the perfect treasure. Shop online or stop on by Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
This is Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts, Pitt County's go-to shop for all things golf carts. We have E-Z-Go, club car, and utility carts to choose from. Whether it's for the beach, riding around the neighborhood, or working in the yard, 360 Golf Carts has the perfect ride for you. If you have issues with your current cart, take it by my shop for an expert's diagnosis. From parts to sales to service, we have you covered. We will even deliver right to you. So come see me, Brian Harris, on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School. 360 Golf Carts, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Pirate fans, the 2024 ECU football season will be here before you know it, and season tickets are on sale now. Lock in your season tickets to be a part of the Dowdy Ficklin experience all year long. Season tickets start as low as $115. Payment plans are also available to fans who lock in their seats early. Just head to ECUPirates.com or call the athletic ticket office at 1-800-DIAL-ECU. We look forward to seeing you in Dowdy Ficklin Stadium in 2024.
It's not the amount of power. Ooh! It's the size of our tower. Pirate Radio, we are the voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. It was a good day for the stock market. The Dow was up 683 points at 39,446. The NASDAQ was up 464 points at 16,660. S&P was up 119 and finished at 5,319. That is your Wells Fargo Advisors Stock Market Report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now let's head back into the show. Here's Clip.
All right. Wrapping it up with Greg Hudson. We are looking at a Saturday drop of the Greg Hudson Show.
Oh,
Skip Holtz, his special guest.
That's right. Right out of the gate. Brought in the three-peat.
That'll be available on Pirate Radio TV and wherever you get your podcast. And will eventually air on Pirate Radio, I'm sure, as well. That's exciting, man.
Share it and tell all your friends.
Glad to get this thing
and
going.
it's not just football.
Yeah.
It's got some importance to it of a subject that's very, very near and dear to my heart.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully somebody will hear it and might help them.
Awesome. Coach Hudd, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
And I know you've got 2 words for everybody.
Be nice.
Be nice. We will talk to you Friday, 3 o'clock, all new edition of Pirate Radio Live. We'll have another advanced moving opponent preview. We'll talk Tulsa football with Bruce Howard, their play-by-play voice. We will recap the Panthers preseason opener with Tony Dunn and Chandler Honeycutt, and have more for you coming up Friday at 3. For the crew, I am Clip Rock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation.